Chapter 1601. Feng Yushu had already stood up and said to Xing Sanfang and Qin Feng with a smile, "Senior brother Xing, since young hero Qin can refine the Spirit Surge pill, then the first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list is definitely his." The Immortal Grass Gate judge also expressed his opinion. "I agree with young hero Qin's ascension to the first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list." After saying that, the three looked at the four-way tower judge. Because the current first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list was from the four-way tower, and she was a woman called Su Ru'er. Speaking of Su Ru'er, almost all the cultivators in the northern sand continent had heard of her. This beautiful woman was not only a cultivation genius, but also a pill concoction genius. She was only in her 30s, but she had already reached the Sage King realm. Her pill concoction skills had reached the level of a level 7 or 6 Golden Pill Master. The four-way tower judge had a bitter expression. The first place on the Red Flower list was very important. But the other three judges had unanimously approved it, so it was useless even if he disagreed. Moreover, Qin Feng had refined the Spirit Surge pill. Even if the higher-ups of the Red Flower Hall were to judge, the first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list would definitely belong to Qin Feng. Haha. Since the three of you have unanimously approved of young hero Qin, the four-way tower naturally has nothing to say, the four-way tower judge said insincerely. Xing Sanfang nodded and his expression turned serious. He swept his gaze across the crowd and said, "Very well. I hereby announce that the first place of the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list will now be replaced by Qin Feng, the former disciple of the Square Tower, Su Ru'er. As for the other Golden Pill Masters, their positions on the Red Flower list will be moved down one place. The 100th place disciple will be removed from the Red Flower list." Xing Sanfang made the final decision. Wang Xiaoqin and the other three contestants were still in a daze. The four of them looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. This kid really became the first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list. Why did it feel like a dream? "Three junior brothers, go and report this matter to the elders of the Red Flower Hall." Xing Feng issued an order to the three people. Although the four judges unanimously approved of Qin Feng as the first place, some procedures still had to be followed. The three of them had already left the alchemy pavilion. They chatted amiably with Qin Feng as if they were old friends who had not seen each other for many years. As for Wang Xiaoqin and the other three, they were still dumbfounded. For a moment, they didn't know whether they should stay or leave. After chatting for a while, he saw that they were still standing there. He shouted coldly, "The four of you have failed the assessment. Why don't you leave quickly?" The four of them felt their hearts tighten as they hurriedly left the alchemy pavilion. Not long ago, Xing Sanfang had displayed the strength of the 7 transformations of Buddhist light. No one wanted to provoke this expert. However, Wang Xiaoqin paused at the door and turned around to glare at Qin Feng. Not only had he been slapped in the face by Qin Feng today, but he had also lost his storage ring. Wang Xiaoqin wasn't going to let this matter go. He firmly remembered Qin Feng's appearance and planned to settle the score with him later. Seeing that the people from the alchemy pavilion had left, the dispersing side suddenly became serious. "Young hero Qin, I don't know where you got the Spirit Surge pill's recipe, and I won't ask you for it again. However, I have to remind you that the appearance of the Spirit Surge pill will definitely shake the entire Divine Continent. I believe you'll have a lot of troubles in the future." Qin Feng cupped his fists towards Xing San gratefully. "Thank you for your reminder, Senior Xing. I'll be more careful in the future." Xing Sanfang nodded, but the solemn expression on his face did not fade for a long time. After a moment of contemplation, he continued, "I can see that you're just a 6th level Saint King, so no matter how careful you are, it's still very dangerous. I would suggest that you find a strong backer. For Wei Tower is not bad, especially Senior Su. Not only is he a Tier 3 Tier 7 Pill King, but he has also attained the Buddha Light 9 Changes realm. Most importantly, he is a magnanimous and upright person. If you can become his disciple, you will be much safer. Qin Feng didn't expect Wanderer Fong to mention Elder Su. In fact, he had already become Elder Su's disciple during the Elixir Association's assessment. However, he didn't expect Elder Su to be at the 9 Buddha transformation realm. Didn't that mean he could break through to the spirit detecting realm at any time? However, Qin Feng would not join the four-way tower. Otherwise, he would have joined after the Elixir Association's assessment. Qin Feng still had to find many people from the outside world. He even wanted to go to the Eastfield continent to take a look. Thank you for your kind intentions, Senior Wanderer. As an itinerant cultivator, I'm used to living a free and unfettered life. I don't really like joining a sect. Wanderer Fong's eyes lit up. He was excited as if he had found a confidant. Actually, the four-way tower had also invited him to join, but he yearned for freedom just like Qin Feng. That was why he remained an itinerant cultivator. Actually, there's another reason why I want you to join the four-way tower. After all, you snatched Su Ru's first place on the Golden Core Masters Red Flower list. Su Ru is an extremely arrogant and competitive woman. She never admits defeat. If she finds out about this, she will definitely not let you off. Wanderer Fong laughed. Qin Feng didn't care about Su Ru. He had come to participate in the Golden Core Masters Red Flower list mainly to obtain a slot to enter the Fallen God Sea. If Su Ru really found him, he could just return the first place to her. Qin Feng didn't care about a mere title. Moreover, Qin Feng had used Xiao Feng's identity to participate in the assessment. Whether Su Ru could find him was another matter. Xing San patiently gave Qin Feng a few more instructions, all of which were to tell him to hide his identity and not to let the matter of the Spirit Surge pill be exposed. As for the Red Flower Hall, Wanderer Fong expressed that he could ask the higher-ups to keep the secret. However, Wang Xiaoqian and the others who left made Wanderer Fong feel slightly regretful. He should have warned them. After talking about the Spirit Charge pill, Qin Feng couldn't wait to get back to the main topic. Senior Xing, since I obtained the first place, do I have the right to enter the Fallen God Sea? Wanderer Fong nodded and said, as long as you are in the top 100 of the Red Flower list, you have the right to enter the Fallen God Sea. However, I have to remind you that although most of the beasts in the Fallen God Sea have migrated to the deep sea region during this season, there are still some beasts left to guard the territory. Those beasts are of different levels. There are even level 6 beasts that have the strength of a Buddha Light Realm cultivator. Apart from that, many cultivators will start a massacre in order to fight for resources. You have to be careful. Qin Feng was touched. He hadn't known Wanderer Fong for long, but this person was very considerate of him. By the way, Senior Xing, aren't you going to the Fallen God Sea? Wanderer Fong smiled and said, the Fallen God Sea is the home ground of you youngsters. How can an old man like me go? Actually, there is no age or cultivation limit for exploring the Fallen God Sea, but there are some things that everyone has a tacit understanding about. As long as a cultivator has stepped into the Buddha Light realm, most will consciously avoid the Fallen God Sea to search for treasures. However, some shameless cultivators can't avoid going there to fight for resources. So, if you meet a senior with a high cultivation on the island, no matter what you find, you have to give it to them. Otherwise, your life will be in danger. Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1602. Qin Feng knew more about treasure hunting in the Fallen God Sea. Mobile phones had no ads, and they saved the most data. He knew that even righteous seniors like Xing Sanfang would not go to the Fallen God Sea, and Qin Feng respected them for doing so. If powerful seniors went to the Fallen God Sea, How could juniors like Qin Fen have the chance to find treasures? This way, a terrifying situation would occur in the northern sand region. The older cultivators would get higher and higher, and the younger cultivators would not have the resources to cultivate. This was not a long-term development method, and in a few hundred years, the northern sand region would be completely destroyed. After the two chatted for a while, the judges from the 3 pill shops returned. 4 elders followed them, wearing gray robes with a red flower symbol embroidered on their chests. Without the introduction, Qin Fen could guess that they were from the Red Flower Hall, and their status would not be too low. This is young hero Qin. Once the 4 entered the hall, they immediately surrounded Qin Fen, not even greeting Xing Sanfang. Qin Feng immediately felt a strong pressure on him. He quickly looked at the 4 of them, but he couldn't see through their cultivations. Xing Sanfang's attitude towards the 4 of them was much more respectful, and he introduced, young hero Qin, these 4 are the 4 great elders of the Red Flower Hall, elder by Shan, elder by Feng, elder by Lin and elder by Hua. For elders, this is Qin Fen, who won the Gold Core Master Red Flower list not long ago. The 4 elders were all of the Mu generation, so they were named with the word Mu in their names. They stared at Qin Fen with burning gazes, evidently having heard that Qin Fen had concocted the Spirit Surge pill. Junior Qin Fen greets the 4 elders. Qin Fen was slightly nervous. He was afraid that the 4 of them were here for the Spirit Surge pill and the pill formula. If that was the case, should he give it to them or not? A representative walked out from the 4, stroking his white beard, and revealed an amiable smile. Hee hee. Young hero Qin, don't be so polite. You were able to concoct the Spirit Surge pill at such a young age, and reached the top of the Gold Core Master Red Flower list. The younger generation will surpass the older. Qin Fen's heart sank. He was sure that the 4 old fellows were here for the Spirit Surge pill. Otherwise, with their status, they wouldn't be fawning over him. Qin Fen feigned ignorance and said with a smile, since I've obtained the first place on the Golden Core Master Red Flower list, then I'll have to trouble the 4 elders to give me a god-perishing sea treasure hunting token. The 4 elders' expressions changed. It was clear that they were not interested in the topic of the Godfall Sea. The white-haired old man laughed and said, hee hee. There's no hurry, it's just a mere treasure hunting spot in the Fallen God Sea. As long as young hero Qin is willing to give the Spirit Surge pills pill formula and elixirs to our Red Flower Hall, you can even have 10 spots. Bai Shan couldn't wait to reveal her foxtail. Qin Feng laughed coldly in his heart. How could he give something like that away just like that? Without waiting for him to speak, Xing Sanfang said coldly, Elder Bai Shan, didn't Feng Yushu and the others tell you? Bai Shan was stunned. What did you say? Seeing this, Xing Sanfang guessed that Feng Yushu and the others didn't mention that Qin Feng had refined 5 Spirit Surge pills in one go. The reason why the 3 of them didn't say anything was probably because they were hiding their own selfish motives. They wanted to obtain the Spirit Surge pills themselves. If they told others, the Spirit Surge pills would fall into the hands of Bai Shan and the other 4 elders. The Spirit Surge pill is extremely precious and the refining process is extremely complicated. Young hero Qin was lucky enough to refine one not long ago, but I ate it. How could there be another Spirit Surge pill now? Xing Sanfang said with a smile. Bai Shan and the other 4 elders' expressions immediately turned cold. They looked like they couldn't wait to dissect Su San's formula and dig out the Spirit Surge pills. Qin Feng secretly heaved a sigh of relief. At the same time, he looked at Xing Sanfang gratefully. The atmosphere suddenly became tense. After a moment, Bai Shan said coldly, "Humph. If the Spirit Surge pill is gone, then so be it. Young hero Qin, give the Spirit Surge pill formula to the Red Flower Hole. We promise we won't leak it. This way, You'll become a good friend of the Red Flower Hall and no one will dare to harm you in the future. Bai Shan clearly wanted to take the pill formula by force, but she said it was for Qin Feng's good. Qin Feng felt disgusted, but Bai Shan and the other 3 elders' strength was unfathomable. This was their territory, so he couldn't shed all pretense of cordiality. After hesitating for a moment, Qin Feng said, "Okay. I'll give you the pill formula." Everyone was startled. No one thought that Qin Feng would agree so quickly. Xing Sanfang couldn't stand it anymore. He stood up for him and said, "For elders, the Spirit Surge pill formula is young hero Qin's personal property. If he doesn't want to hand it over, you can't force him, right?" The 4 elders glared and looked angrily at Xing Sanfang. Bai Shan's body even released a powerful aura. It was even more powerful than Xing Sanfang's. "Xing Sanfang, what do you mean by this?" Young hero Qin was clearly the one who willingly handed over the pill formula. How did it become my Red Flower Hall forcing him? What's more, now that the Spirit Surge pill has appeared, if young hero Qin doesn't find a powerful backer, I'm afraid he won't be able to live long in the northern sand region. Bai Shan spoke without restraint. Xing Sanfang didn't dare to act recklessly under his powerful aura, but his face was full of anger. Qin Feng was afraid that Xing Sanfang would really fight with Bai Shan and the others. He hurriedly said, "Senior Xing, I appreciate your good intentions. Actually, the Spirit Surge pill is a pill formula that benefits cultivators. It should be shared with everyone. If I kept it for myself, it would seem a bit stingy." Xing Sanfang looked at Qin Feng in astonishment. However, he quickly saw a flash of light in Qin Feng's eyes. He realized that Qin Feng had his own plans, so he didn't say anything more. Bai Shan and the others were already grinning from ear to ear. Ha! Young hero Qin is young, but his awareness is extraordinary. He's worth learning from. Since that's the case, young hero Qin should quickly give us the pill formula. The 4 of them couldn't wait any longer. They almost wanted to take the pill formula from Qin Feng. Qin Feng laughed coldly in his heart. However, his expression didn't change as he said, "Of course. However, before I give you the pill formula, I need to get a token to go treasure hunting in the Fallen God Sea." A look of disdain flashed in the 4's eyes. A mere treasure hunting spot in the Fallen God Sea was nothing. They didn't care about it at all. In the end, Qin Feng brought it up several times. Indeed, this kid was too young and had too low standards. Hee hee. Of course. Bai Feng, go get a token, Bai Shan said to an old man beside her. After Bai Feng left the Elixir Refinement Pavilion, Bai Shan became anxious again. Young hero Qin, Bai Feng has already gone to get the token. You can take the time to write the pill formula. When you're done and the token is here, everyone will be happy. Qin Feng knew that if he didn't hand over the pill formula today, he definitely wouldn't be able to leave. He didn't argue and found a piece of paper and ink to write. Xing Sanfang was still a little worried. He didn't know if Qin Feng wrote a real pill formula or a fake one. The representatives of the 3 elixir workshops stretched their necks, wanting to peek at what Qin Feng wrote. Cough cough. The assessment has already ended. The 4 of you can leave. Do whatever you need to do. Bai Shan cleared her throat and said. Feng Yushu and the others were unhappy, but they didn't dare to vent in the Red Flower Hole. This wasn't their territory. The 3 of them sighed and left, but Xing Sanfang was still standing in the room. Bai Shan was a little unhappy with him. She shouted coldly, Xing Sanfang, don't you have anything else to do? Xing Sanfang wasn't afraid of Bai Shan. He said without backing down, I don't have anything else to do today. It just so happens that I know young hero Qin. I'll find him later to drink and chat. Bai Shan's expression became even colder. Then go wait outside. I'll find you after Qin Feng finishes writing the pill formula. Elder Bai Shan, are you chasing me away? You said it yourself. The spirit surge pill should be made public. It's everyone's pill formula. There's nothing wrong with me staying here, right? Xing Sanfang's words made Bai Shan choke. He had indeed said these words, but they were obviously lies. How could such a heaven-defying pill formula like the spirit surge pill be made public? How could the Red Flower Hall earn profits like that? However, he naturally couldn't say these things. It would be troublesome if Qin Feng suddenly changed his mind. Of course, I'm not afraid of you seeing the pill formula. Anyway, just wait outside. What's with all this nonsense? Bai Shan was clearly a bit impatient. He was too lazy to even find an excuse. Xing Sanfang wasn't happy either. He was a loose cultivator and was never bound. Even if Bai Shan represented more power, Xing Sanfang wouldn't let him do whatever he wanted. Ha! Then I'll stand here today. Let's see what else you want to do to me. Xing Sanfang's expression was cold. Bai Shan and the other two elders pulled their faces down. The three of them looked at each other and nodded. However, before they could make a move, Qin Feng hurriedly said, Senior Xing Sanfang, you can leave first. I'll be fine. Xing Sanfang was still worried about Qin Feng. If he was here, Bai Shan and the others would have some misgivings. If he really left, these old fellows would swallow Qin Feng's bones whole. Little brother Qin Feng, don't be afraid. I don't believe these people would dare to do anything to me. Although the Red Flower Hall is powerful, they can't be unreasonable. Xing Sanfang clearly underestimated the importance of the spirit surge pill in the eyes of Bai Shan and the others. Qin Feng could already feel the faint killing intent coming from the three old men. They really planned on killing Xing Sanfang. Since Senior Xing said that Bai Shan and the other elders wouldn't act recklessly, I'll naturally be fine. How about this, I'll go to the restaurant across the street to find you in 2 hours. If I still haven't appeared by then, you can come find me. Qin Feng thought of a countermeasure. As long as Xing Sanfang left first, he believed that Bai Shan and the others wouldn't act recklessly. If these old fellows really dared to do anything, Xing Sanfang could leak this matter. At that time, the Red Flower Hall's reputation would be completely ruined. Xing Sanfang's eyes lit up. He felt that Qin Feng's idea wasn't bad. All right. Little brother Qin, I'll wait for you at the restaurant. Remember to come find me. Xing Sanfang cupped his fists and left the room. Bai Shan and the others were so angry that they blew their beards and glared. Qin Feng completely ignored them. He quickly wrote the pill recipe on a piece of white paper. He wouldn't take out the real spirit surge pill recipe. This pill recipe had been exquisitely altered by him. For a moment, no one could see anything fishy about it. However, there was no way to refine the spirit surge pill. Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1603. Just as Qin Feng finished writing the recipe, Bai Feng walked in with a jade token. Young hero Qiao, this is the jade token for the fallen god sea treasure hunting quota that you wanted. Can you give us the recipe now? Bai Shan handed the jade token to Qin Feng and stared at the recipe in his hand. At this moment, only Qin Feng and Bai Shan were left in the alchemy hall. It would be a lie to say that Qin Feng was not worried at all. The four of them had high realms. Even Xing Sanfang might not be a match for one of them. Qin Feng would not even be able to fight back against them. I promised the 4 seniors, so I won't go back on my word. This is the recipe for the spirit charge pill. Qin Feng took the jade token with one hand and handed the recipe with the other. Bai Shan's skinny hands were trembling as she quickly scanned through the pill recipe. The other three immediately gathered around and stared at the recipe in a daze. Now that our matter is settled, I'm leaving. Qin Feng had already put the jade token into his star ring and wanted to leave immediately. However, just as he walked to the door, he heard Bai Shan say with a smile, "Young hero Qiao, don't be in a hurry to leave. Not only did you reach the top of the Red Flower leaderboard, but you also provided the Red Flower Hall with such a heaven-defying recipe. You're already a VIP of the Red Flower Hall. You should stay and have some tea." Qin Feng did not believe that this old fellow was so kind. As expected, the moment Bai Shan stopped Qin Feng, she immediately handed the recipe to Bai Feng. "Find an alchemist to refine it. You know what to do, right?" The four of them were only the great elders of the Red Flower Hall, but they were not alchemists. Even if a peerless recipe was placed in front of them, they would not understand it. Bai Feng had already left with the recipe. Clearly, he wanted to find an advanced alchemist to refine the spirit charge pill. The four old fellows were not idiots. How could they believe Qin Feng so easily? Seeing this situation, Qin Feng was not nervous. He had already expected that the four old fellows would test the reliability of the recipe. "Seniors, I'm an alchemist. Don't you believe me?" Qin Feng said. Bai Shan pretended to smile. "Of course we believe you, young hero Qiao. That's why we asked you to stay for tea. Don't think too much, young hero Qiao." Qin Feng laughed coldly in his heart. Since that's the case, why don't we just call an alchemist over? After all, the spiritual surge pill is included in the ranks of the immortal pills, and the refining process is very complicated. If there is anything that the alchemist does not understand, I can give him a pointer or two. Bai Feng stopped at the door and looked at Bai Shan, waiting for his decision. Bai Shan thought for a moment and said, "All right, then let's do as young hero Qiao said." Soon, Bai Feng rushed over with an alchemist. Although Feng Yushu and the others from the three great pill workshops were at the Red Flower Hall, Bai Shan obviously wouldn't call them over. This also showed that the Red Flower Hall wanted to monopolize the Spirit Surge Pill's pill formula. Qin Feng glanced at the newcomer. He was in his early 50s and wore a long gray robe. The old man probably knew what he was here for. His eyes were filled with shock. "Young hero Qiao, nice to meet you. I am Qing Chen, a Tier 1 7th tier pill king." Although Qing Chen's age and identity as an alchemist were higher than Qin Feng's, he acted like a junior. If Qin Feng really refined the spiritual surge pill, not only would he have to call Qin Feng senior, all the alchemists below the alchemy immortal level in the entire northern sand region would have to call Qin Feng senior. Alchemist Qing is too polite. Let's start refining the pill. Qin Feng didn't waste any more words with Qing Chen. This old man seemed to be respectful towards him, but he was still a member of the Red Flower Hole. This could very well be his disguise. Qing Chen's face was flushed with excitement. He had already followed Qin Feng to a compartment. "Young hero Qiao, I've seen your pill formula. This is the first time I've seen it. The combination of medicinal ingredients is very strange. In my opinion, there's no way to form a pill." This time, it was mainly Qing Chen refining the pill, so he asked all the questions in his heart. Qin Feng didn't hide anything and said whatever he wanted to say. After some explanation, Qing Chen had already started a fire to refine the pill. Bai Shan and the other three elders surrounded the entrance of the compartment, looking as if they wouldn't let Qin Feng leave if the pill wasn't formed. The process of refining the pill was a bit boring, but Bai Shan and the other three kept their spirits up. During this time, Qin Feng even gave Qing Chen a few pointers. After the medicinal herbs in the furnace were purified several times, they gradually formed a pill. The pill fragrance wafted out. It seems like the pill can really be formed. Bai Feng suddenly exclaimed, his face full of excitement. Bai Shan and the other two elders also revealed excited expressions. This was the Spirit Surge pill. Once it appeared, the consequences would be unimaginable. Rumble. After a while, a loud sound came from the furnace. 3 pills that emitted a green glow flew out of the furnace and were caught by Qing Qin. The pill is formed. It really is formed. Is this the legendary Spirit Surge pill? Can it really make cultivators without spiritual roots develop spiritual roots? Qing Chen's hand that was holding the pills was trembling. Qin Feng immediately walked over and said, Alchemist Qing, please let me see the pills. Is it the same as the Spirit Surge pill I refined? Qing Chen was in a state of ecstasy. He handed the pills to Qin Feng without thinking. The 3 pills were clearly not the Spirit Surge pill. However, their appearance was extremely similar to the Spirit Surge pill that Qin Feng had refined before. As soon as the pills were in his hand, Qin Feng used his mind to change one of the fake pills into a real Spirit Surge pill. At this time, Bai Shan and the other elders came back to their senses. They were somewhat dissatisfied when they saw Qin Feng taking the pills. Young hero Qiao, where is the Spirit Surge pill? Bai Shan asked indifferently. Qin Feng opened his hand. 3 pills that emitted a green glow were in his hand. Only then did everyone feel relieved. Elder Bai Shan, to prove that the pill I refined is the real Spirit Surge pill, you can eat one now and see if it can help you develop a spiritual root. Qin Feng handed a Spirit Surge pill to Bai Shan. Naturally, it was the real Spirit Surge pill that he had exchanged for. Moreover, seeing Bai Shan's yearning for the Spirit Surge pill, Qin Feng guessed that Bai Shan was most likely a cultivator without spiritual roots. Bai Shan snatched the Spirit Surge pill without hesitation and swallowed it on the spot. The pill melted in his mouth. The rich spiritual energy surged, making him feel much more at ease. It seemed that this pill was not fake. The other 3 elders and Qing Qin waited anxiously. After a while, Bai Feng asked, Big brother Bai Shan, is this the real Spirit Surge pill? How does it feel after eating it? Bai Shan was already sitting cross-legged. He circulated the qi in his body to speed up the release and absorption of the medicinal properties. After a while, he experienced the same feeling as Xing Sanfang. The spiritual energy actually rushed toward the top of his head. Senior Bai Shan, don't be nervous. When the spiritual energy rushes toward your brain, it's the beginning of your spiritual root opening. Senior Xing ate a Spirit Surge pill earlier and experienced the same thing. Qin Feng hurriedly explained when he felt a cold aura suddenly shoot out from Bai Shan's body. Fortunately, he spoke in time. If he was a few seconds later, Bai Shan would really think that he ate a fake pill and would definitely kill Qin Feng with a palm strike. Thus, Bai Shan endured the uncomfortable feeling. After a while, a muffled sound came from his body, followed by his surprised shout, "Ah! I succeeded! I really broke through my spiritual root. Unfortunately, it's a water spiritual root, and I'm cultivating a pure yang technique. However, this doesn't matter. In the future, I'm going to change to a water attribute cultivation technique and martial skill." The other 4 were stunned. When they came back to their senses, they could not hide their excitement. Bai Feng immediately shouted at Bai Shan, "Big brother, quickly give me a Spirit Surge pill. I also want to break through my spiritual root." Bai Lin and Bai Hua also jumped out. It turned out that the 4 of them did not have spiritual roots. It seemed that there were very few cultivators with spiritual roots in the northern sand continent. Ha! Here, I'll give them all to you. But there are only 2 Spirit Surge pills left. You 3 can divide them among yourselves. You guys don't have to worry. Now that we have the pill formula, what's there to worry about? After Bai Shan obtained the water spiritual root, he was so happy that he could not close his mouth. In the end, Bai Feng and Bai Lin each took a spirit surge pill. They swallowed the pill and went to the side to try to break through. Bai Hua was anxious. He shouted at Qing Qin, "What are you waiting for? Quickly refine another batch of spirit surge pills." Qing Qin finally came to his senses and immediately went to refine the pills. He was overjoyed. He thought that if he could refine another 3 spirit surge pills, he would also be able to get one. Elders, Senior Xing must be getting impatient. I'll take my leave first. Seeing this, Qin Feng immediately wanted to leave. If he did not leave now, he would not be able to leave. Bai Shan had already broken through to the water spiritual root. Bai Feng and Bai Lin were busy trying to break through. No one had time to care about Qin Feng. Seeing that he wanted to leave, no one stopped him. After Qin Feng left the Red Flower Hall, he immediately rushed to the restaurant opposite. As expected, Xing Sanfang was still waiting there. "Young hero Qiao, you're finally out. Those smelly old men didn't do anything to you, right?" Seeing that Qin Feng was safe and sound, Xing Sanfang's face was full of joy. Qin Feng pulled him out of the restaurant. As he walked, he said, "Senior Xing, we can't stay here for long. Let's split up and leave." Xing Sanfang sensed that something was wrong. He frowned and asked, "Did something happen?" "I gave the Red Flower Hall a fake pill formula. They won't find out for a while, but they'll definitely find out after a while." Qin Feng spoke quickly. Xing Sanfang's expression changed. He did not expect Qin Feng to have the guts to lie to the people of the Red Flower Hole. After Xing Sanfang came back to his senses, he did not look too nervous. Instead, he laughed heartily, "Ah! Young hero Qiao is indeed to my liking. I've long disliked the actions of Bai Shan and those 4 old fellows. I didn't expect you to trick them once. How satisfying." Qin Feng rolled his eyes. He thought to himself, Senior Xing's heart is really big. Most people would hide from the Red Flower Hall, but Xing Sanfang did not care about this power at all. The two of them chatted as they walked. Soon, they arrived at the outskirts of Pear Island. Qin Feng and Bao Ming had agreed to meet here and bid farewell to Xing Sanfang. At the same time, loud noises came from the Red Flower Hall's alchemy pavilion. Bai Hua, who had been guarding at the side, immediately became excited. He shouted at Qing Qin, "Alchemist Qing, did the pills come out? How many spirit surge pills did they come out this time?" Alchemist Qing, why are you covered in dust?" Halfway through his shout, Bai Hua realized that something was wrong. Qing Chen's face was covered in dust. Even his clothes were tattered from the explosion. It seemed that he had failed to refine the pills. "Not good, there's a problem with this pill formula. I can't refine the spirit surge pill at all." Qing Chen let out a strange cry. At this time, Bai Lin and Bai Feng, who were in the middle of breaking through their spirit roots, ran over angrily. "Fuck! This pill is fake. It's not the spirit surge pill at all. This is just a fucking ordinary healing pill." At this time, everyone finally realized that they had been tricked by Qin Feng. Chapter 1604. After learning that they had been tricked, the 4 elders were so furious that they were on the verge of exploding. They immediately issued a warrant for Qiao Feng's arrest. However, Qin Feng had already met up with Sister Hong and had reverted to his original appearance. "Qin Feng, did you get into the top 100 of the Golden Pill Masters Red Flower list?" Yan Baoming asked the moment she saw Qin Feng, as though she was more concerned about this matter than Qin Feng. Now that the two of them were still in Pear Province, Qin Feng was worried. He didn't have time to say anything else, so he boarded Li Xiao's flying ship with Sister Hong and rushed back to Flower City. After flying for several hours, the two of them had long since left the Pear Continent. Qin Feng heaved a sigh of relief when he saw that there were no pursuers behind him. Qin Feng, did something happen? Yan Baoming didn't dare to speak the whole way. He only asked anxiously when he saw Qin Feng finally come out of the cockpit. It's all right, Sister Hong. We're safe now. I've become the champion of the Golden Core Red Flower Roll, and I've also obtained a treasure hunting badge for the God Perishing Sea. When Qin Feng took out the jade token, Sister Hong was dumbfounded. She knew that Qin Feng was an outstanding pill refiner, but she didn't expect him to be able to squeeze into the top 100 of the Golden Pill Refiner Red Flower list in the North Sand region. Not only did he enter the top 100, but he also took the top spot. I'm not dreaming, right? Did you really get first place? Sister Hong was unable to calm down for a long time. Qin Feng understood Sister Hong's feelings very well. In fact, even he found it hard to believe. Before heading to Pear Island, Qin Feng had been worried that he wouldn't be able to squeeze into the top 100. Who would have thought that he would directly take first place? Sister Hong, I could have asked for a few more jade tokens. However, I don't want you to follow me to the fallen god ocean. Therefore, I only asked for one jade token. Qin Feng said honestly. Just as Sister Hong and Xing Sanfang had said, treasure hunting in the fallen god's sea was fraught with danger. With Qin Feng's current strength, he couldn't even protect himself. He didn't want Sister Hong to take the risk with him. Yan Baoming naturally understood Qin Feng's thoughts and looked at him flirtatiously. Qin Feng suddenly took out a cyan-colored medicinal pill. Oh right, Sister Hong, this is a spirit surge pill. Quickly eat it. Ah! Yan Baoming cried out in surprise. She wasn't even this shocked when she found out that Qin Feng had obtained the first place on the Golden Pill Masters Red Flower list. Not long ago, the two of them had discussed the matter of spirit veins on their way to Pear Continent. Sister Hong had also mentioned that there was an elixir on the Divine Supreme Continent that could help cultivators develop spiritual roots. However, at that time, she only wanted to comfort Qin Feng because she had only heard of that kind of immortal pill. Never in his wildest dreams would Yan Baoming have imagined that the legendary spirit surge pill would appear in Qin Feng's hands. Qin Feng, well, you're not lying to me, are you? Is this really a spirit surge pill? How did you get this kind of immortal pill? Yan Baoming stared at the spirit surge pill, but he didn't dare to reach out for it. She was afraid that the moment she stretched out her hand, she would wake up from the dream. Qin Feng smiled and said, Sister Hong, when have I ever lied to you? Do you know how I took the first place on the Golden Pill Masters Red Flower list? It was all thanks to this batch of spirit surge pills. Yan Baoming still hadn't recovered from the previous shock, and this time, he was so shocked that his whole body was covered in cuts and bruises. Obtaining a few spirit surge pills by chance and personally refining spirit surge pills were two completely different concepts. Didn't this mean that Qin Feng had the pill formula for the spirit surge pill? You have the pill formula. After Sister Hong asked this question, she didn't dare to believe it herself. Qin Feng nodded very calmly. That's right, I have the pill formula for the spirit surge pill for a long time, but I haven't been able to gather the ingredients. I didn't think that during this assessment, the Red Flower Hall would provide the main ingredients for the spirit surge pill, which allowed me to refine a batch of spirit surge pills. Yan Baoming didn't know what to say anymore. She didn't even hear what Qin Feng said after that. After a full 10 minutes, Sister Hong finally calmed down a bit, but her expression suddenly became nervous. Qin Feng, this pill formula is too heaven-defying. how did you get out of the red flower hole? Yan Baoming suddenly understood a lot of things. No wonder Qin Feng kept running for his life. He was afraid that the people from the red flower hall were chasing after him. I used the fake pill formula to deceive the red flower hall's elders, and only then was I able to escape. Qin Feng recounted the situation, and Yan Baoming's heart jumped as he listened. That's great. Luckily we escaped. Otherwise, we would have lost our lives in Pear Island. Sister Hong broke out in a cold sweat. Only now did she know that she had just escaped from the brink of death. Qin Feng was afraid that Yan Baoming would be worried, so he didn't say more about what happened in the red flower hole. He gave a spirit surge pill to Yan Baoming and told her to try and break through her spirit root. After Yan Baoming received the spirit surge pill, her lily-white hands trembled. Although her relationship with Qin Feng wasn't bad, she didn't think that Qin Feng would be willing to give her a precious immortal pill like the spirit surge pill. In that instant, Sister Hong's heart completely belonged to Qin Feng. Seeing that Sister Hong went into the room to break through, Qin Feng also went into the other room. He had always been confused as to whether or not he had a spirit root. Now, he could eat the spirit surge pill to confirm it. In the Red Flower Hall's alchemy pavilion, Qin Feng refined a total of 5 spirit surge pills. He gave one to Xing Sanfang and one to Bai Shan. In addition, he and Sister Hong each ate one. Now, there was only one spirit surge pill left. The pill melted in his mouth. Dense spiritual energy rippled in Qin Feng's body. Not long after, the spiritual energy rushed towards his brain. However, Qin Feng wasn't nervous. He had seen Xing Sanfang and Bai Shan break through. This was just a normal phenomenon. However, after a while, Qin Feng realized that something was wrong. After the surging spiritual energy gathered in his brain, it quickly dissipated and returned to his meridians. Finally, it condensed in his dantian and stopped moving. Qin Feng realized that he might have failed to break through his spirit root. He wanted to eat another spirit surge pill, but he saw Yan Baoming walk in dejectedly. What's wrong, Sister Hong? Qin Feng temporarily dispelled the idea of continuing to break through his spirit root. 2 lines of tears hung from the corners of Yan Baoming's eyes. She didn't dare to look Qin Feng in the eye. I think I failed to break through. Qin Feng, I wasted one of your spirit surge pills. The spirit surge pill was extremely precious. Yan Baoming didn't know how many of these immortal pills Qin Feng had. However, she knew that Qin Feng was also a cultivator without spirit root. However, Qin Feng was willing to give the spirit surge pill to her. In the end, she still couldn't break through her spirit root. Thinking about it made her feel guilty. Qin Feng frowned. Both he and Sister Hong failed to break through. This made him start to suspect that there was a problem with the effects of the remaining spirit surge pills. Could it be that they had lost their effectiveness? Originally, Qin Feng planned to eat the last spirit surge pill. Now that this situation had occurred, he gave the spirit surge pill to Yan Baoming. Sister Hong, this is the last one. Eat it before you try again. Yan Baoming was moved and cried even louder. He choked, I don't want it. You can eat it yourself. You don't have spirit root. Qin Feng didn't care about this spirit surge pill. Now that he had the pill recipe, as long as he gathered the medicinal herbs, he could refine as many spirit surge pills as he wanted. Moreover, he was going to the Fallen God Sea to search for treasures in a few days. He believed that he should be able to gather the medicinal herbs needed to refine the spirit surge pill. Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1605. Under Qin Feng's persuasion, Yan Baoming carefully took the last spirit surge pill. She looked at Qin Feng hesitantly. I really ate it. Qin Feng smiled. Sister Hong, hurry up and eat it. Your body still has the effects of the previous spirit surge pill. If you eat the second one now, your chances of breaking through will be higher. Yan Baoming didn't argue anymore and swallowed the spirit surge pill. Qin Feng quietly stood to the side and waited. He wondered if the spirit surge pill had really lost its effect. Or could it be that this kind of heaven-defying immortal pill had to be eaten as soon as it came out of the furnace, or else the effects would automatically disappear? Ah! Qin Feng, I feel like the spiritual energy is rushing into my brain. Am I going to go berserk? Qin Feng was deep in thought when he was pulled back by Sister Hong's scream. His face revealed a look of surprise and he immediately said, Sister Hong, don't be afraid. This is a sign of breaking through. Sister Hong, you must hold on. Hearing Qin Feng say this, Yan Baoming felt relieved. She believed that Qin Feng had no reason to lie to her. After a short while, a loud sound came from Yan Baoming's body. She opened her eyes in surprise. It felt like she had broken through, but she knew that her realm had not changed at all. Ah! I didn't really break through, did I? I think it's a wood-type spirit root. Yan Baoming was shocked and even found it hard to accept. As a cultivator of the northern sand region, everyone dreamt that they would one day possess spiritual roots and become a genius cultivator in the limelight. But how could a spirit root be formed so easily? This could be seen from Xing Sanfang, Bai Shan and the other three elders. Their cultivation realms were already immeasurably high, but they were still cultivators without spirit roots. Qin Feng was even more excited than Yan Baoming because Sister Hong's breakthrough proved that the spirit surge pill did not lose its effect, nor did it have an expiry date. As for why he and Sister Hong failed to break through after taking the spirit surge pill, it probably had something to do with their bodies. Because the spirit surge pill only had a chance of making cultivators without spirit roots develop spirit roots, it was not a 100% chance. At this moment, Qin Feng rejoiced. Luckily, Bai Shan took a spirit surge pill and broke through to a water spirit root. If that old fellow also failed the first time, he probably wouldn't have been able to leave Red Flower Hall alive. Congratulations, Sister Hong, Qin Feng said with a smile. Yan Baoming finally calmed down a little. She once again felt the changes in her body, and she was sure that she really did have a wood spirit root. The wood spirit root was a kind of auxiliary spirit root. The cultivation technique and martial skill cultivated by it were also focused on repairing and purifying. It belonged to the healing system. However, cultivators with wood spiritual roots were extremely talented in alchemy. Compared to cultivators without spiritual roots, the process of alchemy could be said to be twice the result with half the effort. Little brother Qin Feng, thank you so much. If it weren't for you, I'm afraid I would never be able to break through to the spirit root level. Yan Baofen's face was completely red, and she looked extremely charming. Qin Feng smiled and said, Sister Hong, you don't have to be so polite with me. I have the pill recipe for the spiritual surge pill. The spiritual surge pill is incomparably precious in your eyes, but it's nothing to me. It wasn't until now that Yan Baoming was sure that the spirit surge pill was real. She immediately realized something terrifying. At such a young age, Qin Feng already had the recipe for the spirit surge pill. His future was limitless. Little brother Qin Feng, you must keep this pill recipe well. Don't easily leak it out. When you become stronger in the future, you can take out the spirit surge pill. At that time, it won't be impossible for you to surpass the 4 major pill workshops. Yan Baoming started to look forward to a beautiful future for Qin Feng. Qin Feng suddenly pulled her into his arms, touched her waist, and said with a naughty smile, Sister Hong, since you know that I will be very powerful in the future, do you want to consider submitting to me now? Yan Baoming's face was full of charm. She didn't struggle at all. When Qin Feng saved her from the hands of Li Sha and the others, she had already submitted to Qin Feng in her heart. "You little rascal, have you been coveting my beauty for a long time?" Yan Baoming's jade-like hands pounded on Qin Feng's chest, but the force was like a massage. Seeing this, Qin Feng's hands became unscrupulous, pinching Yan Baoming's butt. The two of them flirted for a while, but they didn't take the final step. Yan Baoming was already drenched in sweat. Lying in Qin Feng's arms, her breathing was chaotic. She glared at him bitterly. "You little rascal, you tease me and don't do it for real." Qin Feng was captivated by Sister Hong's charm and wanted to do it with her on the flying ship. But Qin Feng calmed down in the end. When he found out that Yan Baoming had a wood spirit root, he planned to teach Sister Hong alchemy. He had to prepare to go to the Fallen God Sea after returning to Flower City, so he could only take some time to teach Sister Hong on the flying ship. "Sister Hong, your wood spirit root is very suitable for alchemy. If you want to learn alchemy, I can teach you." Qin Feng said his thoughts. Yan Baoming was immediately excited. Which cultivator didn't want to become an alchemist? "Of course I want to learn." "Oh right, Qin Feng, what are the main ingredients for refining the Spirit Surge pill?" "I'll think of a way to get it for you after returning to Flower City." Yan Baoming still felt guilty because she ate Qin Feng's Spirit Surge pill. Qin Feng knew that there were many treasures in the Flower City auction house, so he didn't stand on ceremony with Yan Baoming. "I'm mainly lacking the clear spirit grass. It's a level 5 spirit grass that isn't common in the market." Although Yan Baoming didn't know alchemy, it didn't mean that she wasn't familiar with spirit grass. Because of the Flower City auction house, she usually came into contact with many spirit grass and pills. She also knew about the clear spirit grass. It was indeed a rare spirit grass. "Our auction house doesn't have it in stock, but I heard that it appeared on the islands in the Fallen God Sea." Qin Feng nodded. As long as it appeared on the islands in the Fallen God Sea, he didn't have to worry. With the speed of Sister Hong's flying artifact, it would take at least 2 days and 2 nights to return to Flower City from Pear Continent. But after the two of them switched to Li Sha's flying artifact, their speed almost doubled. It only took them 1 day and 1 night to enter the Flower City region. During this day and night, the two of them didn't rest. Qin Feng explained some basic knowledge about alchemy to Yan Baoming. Yan Baoming learned very quickly. It should be related to her breaking through to the wood spirit root. This trip to Pear Continent's Red Flower List test was finally over. Originally, the two of them planned to take 6 days, including the test. In the end, it took less than 4 days. Qin Feng controlled the flying ship to stop in the suburbs. After the two of them got off the flying ship, they walked back to the main street of Flower City. Today, Flower City was more lively and prosperous. Most of the cultivators who came from all over were waiting to go to the Fallen God Sea to search for treasures. "Sister Hua, take this medicinal pills. I need to go into seclusion to refine some pills for the next few days. After that, I'll go to the Fallen God Sea. When I'm not around, you can study the medicinal pills. When I'm back, I'll continue to guide you." Qin Feng made a copy of medicinal pills and said goodbye to Yan Baoming in front of the China Chamber of Commerce. Yan Baoming looked at him coquettishly and said, "Okay. Promise me that you'll come back safely." Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1606. For 3 consecutive days, Qin Feng cultivated in seclusion to refine pills. This trip to the Fallen God Sea was fraught with danger, so he had to prepare more healing pills. At the same time, he tried to break through to the next level but failed. 3 days later, Qin Feng came out of seclusion. It was time to set off for the fallen god sea treasure hunt. Flower City's Port Wang was already filled with people. This was a harbor, and one could see the boundless God-Fall ocean from afar. This was the starting point of the fallen god sea treasure hunt every year. Don't miss this. All kinds of elixirs are on sale at super low prices. This spirit saber in my hand is extremely sharp. Cultivators who use sabers can take a look. All kinds of talismans, array plates, smithing materials. Everyone, come and take a look. Qin Fen had just arrived at the Port Wang when he heard all kinds of shouts. There were countless cultivators gathered at the Port Wang, attracting many vendors to set up their stalls. Qin Fen knew that this was the place to set off for the fallen god sea. Otherwise, he would have suspected that this was a street market. Qin Fen glanced at the stalls. Most of them were low-grade elixirs and spirit weapons. At least, he was not interested in them. Apart from the peddlers, there were even more cultivators gathered on a spacious plain across from them. These cultivators were in groups of 3 to 5 and were dressed in high-class clothing. Clearly, they were going to explore the fallen god sea. What surprised Qin Fen was that the number of slots for the fallen god sea was several times more than he had expected. According to the red flower list, there were at most 2,000 slots. However, there were at least 10,000 cultivators in front of him. It seemed that the others were recommended by big clans or sections. Qin Fen had not established a real sect in the Divine Supreme Mainland. Or rather, he had established the China Chamber of Commerce, but it was not famous yet. Wow! Elder Su, I saw Elder Su from Square Tower. Rumor has it that he is not only a Tier 3 Tier 7 Pill King, but also a 9 Changes Buddha aura. The one beside Elder Su is also very famous. He is Elder Su's proudest disciple, Su Baizhen. He is only 40 years old, but he is already a Tier 5 Tier 6 Golden Pill Master. If nothing goes wrong, he will be a legendary person who broke through to Pill King before 50 years old. That black-robed man is Feng Shi from the Elixir Association. He is quite famous in the North Sand Continent, a Tier 2 Level 6 Golden Pill Master. Immortal Grass School's summer is here as well as Treasure Pill House's Lu Hui. These people are the representative genius disciples of the 4 great pill workshops. Those few should be the disciples of Equal of Heaven sect. As a 4-star sect in the Northern Sand region, Equal of Heaven sect is not to be underestimated. Broken Hang Mountain, Central Plains sect, Forge sect, Pear Continent's Wang family, Pill City Shi family. Looks like the treasure hunting in the fallen god sea is indeed attractive. Almost half of the large sects and families in the Northern Sand region have come. There are also many famous rogue cultivators. The crowd discussed incessantly, and the scene was unusually lively. Qin Fen was now a 6th level Saint King, but he did not even attract the attention of others when he mingled in the crowd. Even though the treasure hunt in the fallen god sea had yet to begin, Qin Fen realized that this expedition was more dangerous than he had anticipated. It was not the threat of the beasts on the island, but the cultivators from various sects and schools. Wow! That woman is so beautiful, just like a fairy. Another person cried out in surprise. Among the Square Towers group, stood a woman in white. Her white muslin robe fluttered in the wind, and her waterfall-like long hair fluttered in the wind. Her expression was calm, and she looked like a fairy that had descended from the heavens. Keep your voices down. That is Su Ru, the top of the Golden Pill Master's red flower list. Not only is she talented in alchemy, her talent in cultivation is also heaven-defying. She is only 30 years old, but she has already reached 8th level Saint King. Also, it is rumored that this woman is cold, and will kill anyone who disagrees with her. After knowing the true identity of that fairy, many people shut their mouths and dispelled the thoughts in their hearts. However, someone suddenly said, I heard that the top of the Golden Pill Master's red flower list has changed. This happened a few days ago, and the new top senior is called Xiao Feng. I heard that he is even younger than Su Ru or Whoosh. The crowd was instantly in an uproar. The red flower list was a list that all the cultivators in the northern sand region knew about and paid attention to. This list represented the strongest group of genius cultivators in the northern sand region. But who would have thought that the top of the Golden Pill Master's red flower list would have a new owner? No one knew if this news was true or false. Who is that senior Xiao Feng? Is there anyone who can give us a more detailed explanation? I'm not sure about that. I heard this news from a fellow cultivator who works in the red flower hole. He didn't dare to reveal too much, and there seems to be some hidden information. If it's really as you said, that person called Xiao Feng is probably done for. He snatched Su Ru's #1 spot, and even if Su Ru can forgive him, the four-way tower won't let him off. Qin Fen had gone on an adventure alone, so he blended into the crowd and didn't talk to anyone. However, he didn't expect that these people would suddenly talk about him, and this made him feel depressed. Qin Fen couldn't bear listening to them anymore, so he moved his body to find a quiet place. However, there were too many cultivators around him, and he accidentally stepped on someone's foot. Hey! Are you blind, kid? Don't you know how precious my rhinoceros shoes are? These are made from the hide of a single-horned rhinoceros. Hurry up and lick them clean for me. An arrogant voice roared. Qin Fen looked over and saw that the other party was in his early 40s. He was tall and burly, like a small mountain. Behind the arrogant man stood 4 people. All 5 of them wore gray robes, and it was obvious that they were disciples of the same sect. Qin Fen couldn't recognize the sect that these people's clothes represented. The burly man continued to roar, "Kid, what are you waiting for? Don't you recognize our clothes? We are disciples of Celestial Crane Mountain. I'll give you 10 more seconds. If you don't lick my shoes clean, I'll teach you a lesson." The man's shout was loud, and it instantly attracted a crowd. After recognizing the man's identity, everyone started to discuss in low voices. "TSK, TSK. It's Xiao Lei from Celestial Crane Mountain again. This guy bullies people a lot just because he's from the 5-star sect, Celestial Crane Mountain. Sigh. The Divine Supreme Continent is a place where the strong prey on the weak. I can only say that this young man is unlucky to have offended a tyrant like Xiao Lei." Many people knew Xiao Lei, and it seemed that this guy's reputation wasn't very good. Qin Fen's expression suddenly turned cold, not because of Xiao Lei's rude and unreasonable attitude, but because of the Celestial Crane Mountain. Qin Fen remembered that when he first came to the Divine Supreme Continent, the first people he found were Lin Bei Bei and Han Ying. At that time, the 2 girls were being chased by a few disciples in a forest, who wanted to spy on their beauty. Those disciples were from Celestial Crane Mountain. "Kid, are you pretending to be deaf and mute in front of me? You think I don't dare to teach you a lesson?" Xiao Lei was impatient, and he suddenly punched at Qin Fen. A violent aura surged, and there was a violent wind-breaking sound in the air. Many spectating disciples were forced back by Xiao Lei's aura, and some even exclaimed, "Such a powerful aura! Is he a 9th-level Saint King?" Roar! Knowing that Xiao Lei was likely a 9th-level Saint King, everyone sympathized with Qin Fen, and no one thought highly of him. Suddenly, Xiao Lei's scream came from the open space, and it sounded like a pig being slaughtered. Qin Fen had somehow dodged Xiao Lei's punch, and he even stepped on Xiao Lei's rhinoceros leather shoes. "Brat, how dare you sneak attack me?" Xiao Lei was infuriated. He didn't expect Qin Fen to retaliate, so he was careless and fell for Qin Fen's attack. When he regained his senses, Xiao Lei punched again, and this time, it was several times faster than before. Qianfen's disciple. It's really you. A surprised voice was heard. Zhao Lei's punch was about to land on Qianfen, but he suddenly stopped when he saw the person who came. Qianfen broke out in cold sweat. Zhao Lei's punch was extremely fierce, and he couldn't even dodge it. If the person who came had not spoken in time, he would have been sent flying. Old Master Su. Qianfen hurriedly greeted. The person who came was Square Tower's Elder Su. Behind Elder Su was a large group of Square Tower disciples, including Su Baizhen and Su Ru. Actually, Qianfen had seen Elder Su long ago, but he didn't greet Elder Su because he was afraid of attracting unnecessary trouble. After all, he had used the purple spectral flame during the Elixir Association's assessment, and there were many cultivators who had participated in the Elixir Association's assessment. Qianfen's greeting made the crowd quiet down, and they all looked shocked. Zhao Lei was filled with anger. He didn't expect Qianfen to be Elder Su's disciple. Junior brother Qin, how have you been? Su Baizhen smiled. Qianfen cupped his fists at him. Thank you, senior brother Baizhen. I've been fine recently. Su Baizhen was very impressed with Qianfen. He had become a level 3 level 6 golden core master at such a young age, and he even had the purple spectral flame. Although everyone was saying that Qianfen had given the purple spectral flame to Elder Su, it was hard to verify whether it was true or not. Elder Su was very happy to see Qianfen again. He patted Qianfen's shoulder and smiled. Oh yes, Qianfen's disciple, let me introduce you. This is Su Ru. She is like you and Baizhen, a talented alchemist. Su Ru is the top of the North Sand Continent's red flower list. You can interact with her more in the future. Su Ru was very beautiful, but she was even colder. She looked at Qianfen indifferently, as if she didn't care about him. She didn't even greet him. Instead, she said to Elder Su, Master, I'm not talented. I'm no longer the top of the Golden Core Master's red flower list. Elder Su was stunned. Only then did he remember this. He stroked his white beard and said, There's actually someone who surpasses Ru, in the North Sand Continent. I really want to see who he is. Su Ru's beautiful eyes lit up. She also wanted to see the person who had snatched her top spot. Seeing that Qianfen was really Elder Su's disciple, the cultivators who didn't think highly of him now looked interested. Many people turned to look at Zhao Lei, thinking to themselves that this guy had kicked a nail board today. Elder Su, I'm Celestial Crane Mountain's disciple, Zhao Lei. This kid stepped on my foot on purpose just now. You should at least give me a reasonable explanation, right? Zhao Lei saw that he was treated like air and was instantly angered. If it was any other time, he wouldn't go against the people from Square Tower. But now, more than half of the Divine Supreme Continent's cultivators were gathered at Wangshan Port. If he retreated like this, how could he show his face in the North Sand Continent in the future? Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1607. Elder Su had rushed over because he saw that Qianfeng was in trouble. He thought that if he showed up, the brat called Zhao Lei would tactfully leave. However, he didn't expect him to be so stubborn. Elder Su's face darkened. Without needing him to speak, Su Baizhen had already stepped forward and said, Fellow Daoist, young hero Qin is a member of our four-way tower. Could it be that you intend to go against our four-way tower? Zhao Lei's back was drenched in cold sweat. Even though his sect was a 5-star sect in the Northern Sand region, he couldn't afford to offend the four-way tower. As the #1 pill shop in the North Sand region, the Square Tower had befriended countless sects and clans. If the other party was truly enraged, there was no need for them to make a move. Many cultivators from the four-way tower would jump out to help them resolve the problem. I have no intention of going against the four-way tower. It's just that even though the four-way tower is powerful, they can't be so unreasonable, right? That kid dirted my shoes. As Xiao Lei continued to quibble, Su Baijian's expression turned cold as he roared, "Scram! Otherwise, don't blame me for being impolite." The 4 disciples who were with Xiao Lei were so scared that their legs were trembling. One of them pulled on the corner of Xiao Lei's clothes, hinting for him to leave. Xiao Lei was also afraid, but he was even more furious. He glared fiercely at Qin Feng, then turned around and left. After Xiao Lei left, the crowd of onlookers gradually dispersed. Su Baijian regained his amiable smile. No one could tell that an amiable and approachable cultivator like him was so terrifying when he got angry. Junior brother Qin Feng, that fellow called Xiao Lei, is notorious. He's a vindictive person. You have to be more careful in the future, Su Baijian reminded Qin Feng. Qin Feng cupped his fists in thanks. Many thanks for Senior White True's reminder. I will be more vigilant. After chatting for a while, a loud roar came from afar. The cultivators surrounding the harbor suddenly became excited, and they all looked toward the Godfall Sea. On the vast and boundless sea, a huge ship sailed over. However, the huge ship seemed incomparably small in the vast sea. It's an airship. It seems like we have to set off. Su Baijian's eyes lit up. Even Su Ru, who had been standing coldly at the side, had an eager look in her eyes. Qin Fen was startled by the approaching flying ship. The ship was so huge that it was even bigger than an aircraft carrier on Earth. As the flying ship rapidly approached, Qin Feng saw the words, "Dragon Soaring Chamber of Commerce," printed on the body of the ship. It's the Dragon Soar Chamber of Commerce's ship. It looks like we're really going to set off. The Soaring Dragon Merchant Guild is the #1 merchant guild in the Northern Sand region and is extremely powerful. Trade Union Sect leader Long is one of the Northern Sand region's 8 honorable warriors. It is rumored that he has stepped into the empty god realm. Sigh. If only I could join the Dragon Soar Chamber of Commerce. I heard that the conditions to join are extremely harsh. Seeing the spacecraft approaching, the crowd was in a heated discussion. Qin Feng quietly listened to everyone's discussion. This was the first time he had heard of the Soaring Dragon Chamber of Commerce. According to what everyone said, this merchant association was the #1 merchant association in the Northern Sand region. Qin Feng couldn't help but think of the recently established Chinese Merchant Association. Perhaps one day, the Chinese Chamber of Commerce would be as large as the Dragonrise Chamber of Commerce, or even surpass it to become the new #1 Chamber of Commerce in the Northern Sands region. Rumble. The enormous flying ship had already reached the shore. The commotion was astonishing, raising 1,000 layers of waves. Dozens of disciples in uniform walked out of the cabin. The words, "Dragon Soar Chamber of Commerce," were engraved on the chest of their white robes. Everyone, this year's treasure hunt in the Fallen God Sea has officially begun. Please board the ship in an orderly manner. A white-haired elder stood on the ship and shouted. His voice was extremely powerful and could be clearly heard by all the cultivators. This person's realm is so high. I can't see through him at all. This is the branch president of the Dragon Soar Chamber of Commerce, Long Outyan. Rumor has it that he has stepped into the true spirit realm. It's finally time to set off. Let's quickly board the ship. The crowd was extremely excited, but no one dared to fight to board the ship. They all lined up and boarded the ship in an orderly manner. The order of boarding the ship was determined according to the strength of the group. As one of the strongest forces in the Northern Sand region, the Square Tower belonged to the first few groups to board the ship. Master, we're boarding the ship. Su Baijian and Su Ru bade farewell to Elder Su. With Elder Su's current Buddha aura of 9 changes realm, he naturally wouldn't head to the fallen god sea. Disciple Qin Feng, after you board the ship, follow Baizhen and the rest. You can take care of each other. Elder Su looked at Qin Feng, seemingly worried. Su Baizhen cupped his fists and said, Master, don't worry. Junior sister Ru Er and I will take good care of junior brother Qin Feng. Elder Su nodded and gave some instructions to the Square Tower disciples before leaving. Qin Feng followed the Square Tower group and boarded the Soaring Dragon Merchant Guild's airship first. After boarding the ship, he realized how huge this airship was. It was like a moving island, and he couldn't see the end of it. The Soaring Dragon Merchant Guild's disciples arranged accommodations on the ship, and every group's accommodations were different. For example, the Square Tower disciples were arranged to stay in the best rooms, and every disciple had their own resting room. As for the disciples from the smaller sects and clans, they were squeezed into a room of 3 to 5 people. As for the rogue cultivators, they were all thrown into a resting hole. Junior brother Qin Feng, I didn't expect you to come to the fallen god sea to search for treasures. I know you didn't get a treasure-seeking jade token through the Square Tower. Could it be that you're on the red flower roll? This time, the Square Tower had sent 8 disciples to the fallen god sea, and they were led by Su Baizhen. At this moment, everyone was gathered in a room and chatting to pass the time. Qin Feng didn't want to reveal that he had topped the Golden Core Master's red flower roll. Su Ru was sitting at the side, staring blankly at the sea. He was afraid that the cold woman would throw him into the sea if he said it. Senior brother Baizhen guessed correctly. I got the jade token through the red flower hole. Qin Feng wanted to change the topic with one sentence, but unexpectedly, the 6 disciples from the Square Tower suddenly became spirited. Senior brother Qin Feng, you're actually on the red flower roll. Which roll are you on? What's your ranking? Oh right, senior brother Qin Feng, why haven't I seen you before? When did you become Elder Su's disciple? Everyone was gossiping. Everyone knew that Elder Su had strict requirements for accepting disciples. So far, he had only accepted 2 disciples, Su Baizhen and Su Ru. Both of them were geniuses in cultivation and alchemy, and they were famous in the northern sand continent. Now that Elder Su had mysteriously gained another disciple, everyone was naturally very interested in Qin Feng. Qin Feng felt a little awkward. He couldn't say that he was the top of the Golden Core Master's red flower roll. Chapter 1608. Everyone cried out in alarm. Qin Feng was actually a rank 3 level 6 Golden Pill Master. He looked to be in his early 20s. Furthermore, as disciples of the 4 Square Tower, everyone had a deep understanding of pills. They knew that although the Essence Elixir was classified as a level 3 and level 6 golden elixir, it was an extremely difficult elixir to refine. It definitely met the refining requirements of a level 4 and level 6 golden elixir. This meant that Qin Feng, who was only in his 20s, was already a level 4 level 6 golden pill master. This news was absolutely explosive. Even Su Ru'er, who had been staring blankly at the sea, looked away and stared at Qin Feng for a few seconds. She suddenly asked, "How old are you this year?" Qin Feng was stunned by her sudden question. After a moment, he said, 25. What? Senior brother Qin Feng, you're only 25. A 25-year-old 4th tier 6th tier golden pill master. TSK. If senior brother Qin Feng works harder, you might be able to surpass senior sister Ru'er. Everyone was astonished, but Qin Feng added, nominal age 25. Everyone rolled their eyes and didn't know what to say. As expected of the saying, comparing oneself to others would only make one angry to death. Su Baizhen felt a little ashamed standing in front of Qin Feng. He was in his early 40s, but he was only a level 5 or level 6 golden core master. He had originally thought that Su-Ru was the most talented pill refiner in the northern sand continent, but after seeing Qin Feng, he kept his thoughts to himself. A light flashed through Su-Ru's cold and beautiful eyes, and she became interested in Qin Feng. I see that your realm is not high, at the early stage of Saint King. It seems that you should have entered the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list. I wonder what rank you got. Su-Ru was definitely an extremely intelligent woman, as she had immediately guessed the key point. Qin Feng's face was filled with awkwardness, and he hesitated on whether or not to tell the truth. Senior brother Qin Feng, senior sister Ru, is the top of the Golden Core Master Red Flower list, a disciple shouted excitedly. The female disciple next to him glared at him. Don't call me that. Senior sister Ru, is no longer at the top. Although everyone knew about this, they were unable to change their fixed thoughts for a while. The junior brother shouted angrily, "Humph! Who dared to snatch our senior sister Ru's first place? If senior sister Ru finds out, she'll definitely throw him into the Godfall Sea." Qin Feng swallowed the words that he was about to say. He looked at the boundless Godfall Sea and thought that if he was thrown into it, he would definitely die. Hee hee. My ranking isn't that high, so it's fine if I don't say it. Qin Feng smiled. Su-Ru nodded at him with satisfaction. You're quite humble. If you have any questions about alchemy in the future, you can ask me. Qin Feng rolled his eyes but didn't retort. He was afraid that if he stayed any longer, he would be questioned by those gossipy junior brothers, so he found an excuse to leave the room. Qin Feng came to the deck alone and looked at the boundless Godfall Sea. He suddenly thought of Song River opposite Devil Beast Mountain in Acropolis City, thought of Hero City, thought of Dongfang Qing Shui, Shenlong, Wen Yiming, and many others. These people should have also come to the Divine Continent, but Qin Feng had not received any news from them. Brat, you're acting all high and mighty just because Elder Su is here, aren't you? Let's see if you can still act all high and mighty now. A cold roar came. Qin Feng turned around and saw Zhao Lei from Celestial Crane Mountain walking over with his 4 junior brothers. The 5 of them had been guarding Qin Feng since they boarded the ship. Since Qin Feng was in the cabin, they couldn't go to the Square Towers lounge to cause trouble. Now that Qin Feng came out alone, they immediately surrounded him and looked for trouble. Qin Feng's expression didn't change. Although he couldn't see through Zhao Lei's realm, he wasn't afraid of the 5 of them. If they really wanted to fight, he could hide in the astral world if he couldn't win. Zhao Lei, are you bullying us again? Before Qin Feng could speak, a tall and burly man walked over with big strides. Zhao Lei and the others were stunned, but when they saw who it was, their faces were full of playfulness. Hee hee. Who was I? So it's Shui Junfei from the Snow Mountain. I think you don't have a good memory. Have you forgotten how badly you were beaten by me last time? Zhao Lei mocked. Shui Junfei revealed an angry and embarrassed expression. Don't say such useless things. This is the Soaring Dragon Chamber of Commerce's flying ship. Fighting is not allowed here. Zhao Lei's expression changed drastically, and it was so cold that it was about to drip water. He obviously knew that no trouble was allowed on this flying ship, but he could tell that this was Qin Feng's first time in the Fallen God Sea, so he definitely didn't know these rules. Originally, Zhao Lei wanted to scare Qin Feng. Even if he couldn't fight, he wanted to scare Qin Feng into kneeling and begging for mercy. But now that Shui Junfei said this, Qin Feng naturally wasn't afraid of him. Fuck you, Shui Junfei. You're just a 5th level Saint King ant, and you dare to go against me. Don't think that I'm afraid of you just because you're a disciple of the Snow Mountain. My Celestial Crane Mountain is also a 5-star sect. Zhao Lei scolded angrily. Xue Junfei ignored him and said to Qin Fen, fellow Daoist, don't be afraid of that guy's threat. At least on this flying ship, he won't dare to attack you. Qin Fen looked at Xue Junfei gratefully. He wasn't related to Xue Junfei in any way, but this person was willing to stand up for him. Clearly, he was a warm-hearted cultivator. The 4 disciples behind Zhao Lei were also infuriated. One of them jumped out and pointed at Xue Junfei, scolding, surnamed Xue, you are not fit to go against our senior brother Zhao Lei. Just me alone is enough to kill you. Do you dare to accept my challenge letter? Let's have a life and death battle. Fighting was indeed not allowed on the Soaring Dragon Merchant Guild's flying ship, but there was a battle arena. On the battle arena, one could fight to their heart's content, and life and death were up to fate. Many cultivators would arrange for a battle on the battle arena if they had a conflict. At this moment, the Celestial Crane Mountain Disciples' challenge letter was clearly a very provocative act. Qin Fen looked at the arrogant disciple. He had the strength of a 6th-level Saint King, which was a whole level higher than Xue Junfei. No wonder he was so unbridled. The conflict attracted many cultivators to watch. Xue Junfei stood on the spot hesitantly. He knew that he wasn't Zhao Li's match, but he represented the Ice Sect. If he gave in and backed out now, the Ice Sect's reputation would be tarnished. Hee. Weren't you shouting that you were powerful just now? You can't do it when it comes to fighting for real. This is the strength of the Ice Sect. I don't even know how your sect became a 5-star sect. Zhao Li saw through Xue Junfei's thoughts and purposely provoked him. The surrounding crowd started to discuss, and many people were mocking Xue Junfei's cowardice. Qin Fen couldn't stand it anymore. After all, Xue Junfei was in this predicament because of him. But before he could speak, Xue Junfei suddenly clenched his fists and roared, "Fine. I accept your life and death battle. This time tomorrow, we will fight to the death." The crowd was excited. These cultivators were people who didn't mind getting into trouble. Seeing that there was a life and death battle so soon, they were extremely excited. Zhao Li was stunned, but he quickly raised his head and laughed. "Ha! Good, you only have 24 hours left to live. I advise you to write your will tonight, or else you won't have a chance." Zhao Xing looked at Zhao Li with admiration, then glared at Qin Fen and shouted, "Brat, this flying ship needs to travel for 7 days and 7 nights. Count yourself lucky for these 7 days. But when we reach the Fallen God's Sea, don't let me see you, or else it will be your death day. Let's go." Zhao Xing swaggered away after leaving behind these ruthless words. Zhao Li didn't forget to look back at Xue Junfei with a smile as if he was looking at a dead man. Seeing that there was no more show to watch, the crowd dispersed. Xue Junfei's body went limp, and he sat on the deck. He realized that he was too impulsive just now, but it was too late now. "Brother, don't worry about me. Be careful of Zhao Lei in the future, none of those Celestial Crane Mountain disciples are good people." Xue Junfei didn't forget to remind Qin Fen. How could Qin Fen leave? He was the one who caused this, so he had to at least help Xue Junfei win against Zhao Li. "Brother Xue, my name is Qin Fen. Is there anyone else in your room?" Xue Junfei was stunned. He didn't understand what Qin Fen meant. "As a disciple of the 5-star sect Ice Snow Mountain, I have a room to myself. What can I do for you, Brother Qin?" "That's good. I see that Brother Xue is at Saint King level 5. I can help you break through to Saint King level 6 in 1 night." Xue Junfei was stunned, and he even suspected that there was something wrong with his ears. As a disciple of a 5-star sect, he definitely had a lot of cultivation resources. Even so, he had never heard the elders or even the sect leader of the sect say such big words. Help a Saint King level 5 cultivator break through to Saint King level 6 in one night. Wouldn't everyone in the Divine Supreme Continent be able to step into the Nihility God realm? Brother Qin, don't console me. I know that I will most likely die in the battle tomorrow, but since I have accepted the challenge, I will not back down. Xue Junfei's eyes suddenly burned with fighting spirit. He stood up and prepared to go back. Qin Fan followed him all the way. When they reached the cabin, he said, "If Brother Xue trusts me, you can let me in to help you." Xue Junfei still didn't believe him, but seeing that Qin Fan had followed him to the door, he couldn't reject him. The two entered the room. The room's environment was similar to the resting room allocated to the disciples of Square Tower. There were some spirit stones and an ancient book on the wooden table. It seemed that Xue Junfei had been cultivating not long ago. "Brother Qin, if you don't have a place to stay, you can stay here tonight." Xue Junfei saw that Qin Fan's clothes were very ordinary, so he naturally listed him as a rogue cultivator. Qin Fan didn't say anything after entering the room. He took out a jade bottle and threw it to Xue Junfei. "Brother Xue, hurry up and break through. I will protect you." Xue Junfei didn't care about the jade bottle. Because of his low spirits, he didn't even have the mood to open it. "Brother Qin, I appreciate your kindness. However, I have only reached Saint King level 5 less than 2 months ago. It is impossible for me to break through to level 6 in such a short time. Brother Xue, let's not talk so much. Open the jade bottle and take a look," Qin Fan said. Xue Junfei had no choice but to open the jade bottle casually. Instantly, a strong pill fragrance filled the air in the room. Xue Junfei instinctively looked at it and was so shocked that he almost threw the jade bottle away. Golden Spirit Pill. This is a bottle of Golden Spirit Pill. Chapter 1609. After seeing the elixir in the jade bottle, Xue Junfei could not calm down. He knew very well that the Golden Spirit Elixir was a type of level 6 Golden Spirit Elixir. It was the best auxiliary elixir to help a level 5 Holy King break through to level 6. Even if Xue Junfei was in a 5-star sect, it was very difficult to get a level 6 Golden Spirit Elixir. "Brother Qin, you're giving me a bottle of Golden Spirit Elixir." Xue Junfei looked at Qin Feng in surprise. In fact, Qin Feng had deliberately suppressed his aura to the level of a level 1 Holy King before he boarded the ship. In the eyes of others, he was just a level 1 Holy King. "Brother Xue, quickly take the elixir and break through. After that, I'll give you a spiritual weapon and a set of martial skills. I believe you won't lose in tomorrow's battle," Qin Feng said calmly. Xue Junfei was a little confused. He saw that Qin Feng was dressed very ordinarily and had already classified him as a rogue cultivator. He did not expect this young rogue cultivator to be so generous. Not only did he give elixirs, but he also gave spiritual weapons and martial skills. "Brother Qin, this matter concerns my life, so I won't be polite with you. If I can survive tomorrow's battle, my life is Brother Qin's." After Xue Junfei came back to his senses, he directly swallowed a Golden Spirit Elixir. Suddenly, rich spiritual energy rippled in his body. His originally empty dantian was quickly filled up, and he gradually felt like it was swelling. One Golden Spirit Elixir did not help him break through smoothly. Xue Junfei did not hesitate and immediately swallowed 2 more Golden Spirit Elixirs. When the elixir entered his mouth, there was another burst of rich spiritual energy rippling. Suddenly, there was a muffled sound. Xue Junfei's face showed excitement and joy. Breakthrough. I really broke through to level 6 Holy King. Brother Qin, this is a superior grade Golden Spirit Elixir. Xue Junfei could not help but shout. Qin Feng nodded in satisfaction. Congratulations, Brother Xue. After a while, Xue Junfei gradually calmed down. Before he met Qin Feng, he would never have thought that he would only need 2 months to break through from level 5 Holy King to level 6 Holy King. Brother Qin, there are 3 golden spirit elixirs left here. I'll return them to you. Xue Junfei was not a greedy person and returned the jade bottle to Qin Feng. This behavior made Qin Feng very satisfied. It seemed that he had not helped the wrong person this time. In fact, this bottle of golden spirit pills had already been refined by Qin Feng back in Flower City, and he had been saving them for when he broke through to the 6th stage Saint King realm. Unexpectedly, during his life or death battle with Li Sha, he had used the lightning from the thunder elemental bead to break through to the 6th stage Saint King realm. The gold spirit pill is useless to me. Keep it for yourself. It can stabilize your realm. Qin Feng stuffed the jade bottle back. Xue Junfei was stunned. In his opinion, Qin Feng was just a first-order Saint King, so how could a golden spirit pill be useless to him? Qin Feng didn't dwell on this topic and asked, Brother Xue, what weapon are you proficient in? Our Ice Snow Mountain specializes in sword and spear techniques. I'm good at both of these weapons. Sword. Spirit elixir. Qi sword of Yen, I Feng of Li, Tian Qi had He had obtained this pink spiritual sword from Li Sha's storage ring after he had killed him. This pink spirit sword is a gift to Brother Xue. You can name it yourself. Xue Junfei was again. Previously, he had heard Qin Feng say that he would not only give a golden core, but also a spiritual weapon and martial skill. Now, it seemed that Qin Feng was telling the truth. Brother Qin, that won't do. You've already helped me break through to the 6th level of the Saint King realm. I'm already unable to repay your kindness, so how can I accept your spirit sword? Xue Junfei waved his hand to refuse. Qin Feng smiled and said, Is it because Brother Xue doesn't like my spirit sword? How is this possible? I'm not afraid of Brother Qin laughing at me, but right now I'm only using a blue-grade spiritual sword and a purple-grade long spear. They can't compare to Brother Qin's pink-grade spiritual sword at all. Xue Junfei was even more shocked. He realized that Qin Feng was simply too rich. He casually took out the golden spirit pill and the pink spirit sword. In Xue Junfei's opinion, these things were things that only the sect's great elders possessed. Since that's the case, just accept it. I still have quite a few pink spirit swords on me, Qin Feng said indifferently. Xue Junfei didn't know what to say. In the end, he accepted the sword. Perhaps he was numb to Qin Feng's generosity, so when Qin Feng offered to give him a martial skill manual, he didn't refuse. Qin Feng learned something surprising. Xue Junfei was actually a cultivator with a wind spirit root. It was also because he had a wind spirit root that he was chosen by the 5-star sect, Ice Snow Mountain. Considering this, Qin Feng gave Xue Junfei the Shadowless Sword, a sword technique that was not taught to outsiders. This sword technique relied on speed to achieve victory, which was suitable for cultivators with a wind spirit root. A golden spirit pill, a pink spirit sword, and a high-grade martial skill manual. Xue Junfei didn't know how to thank Qin Feng. Originally, he didn't have a shred of hope for tomorrow's life-and-death battle, but now he was full of confidence. Xue Junfei began to practice the Shadowless Sword. Before he knew it, a night had passed. Although it was only a short night, Xue Junfei's Shadowless Sword had some form. This was probably related to his wind spirit root. It was noon. On one of the decks of the airship, cultivators had already gathered. In the middle of the deck, there was a huge field surrounded by iron poles. It was the famous arena of the airship. The Dragon Rise Chamber of Commerce had long ago stipulated that fights were not allowed on the airship, and this arena was the only place where fights were allowed. It's already time for the battle, why isn't Xue Junfei from Ice Snow Mountain here yet? Hee hee. That kid is only a level 5 Saint King, while Zhao Li from Celestial Crane Mountain is a level 6 Saint King. Xue Junfei knows that he will definitely die in this battle, so he is most likely hiding like a turtle. Tisk tsk. What an incompetent person. If he really runs away from the battle, the entire Ice Snow Mountain will be humiliated by him. The crowd was here to watch the show. The life and death battle between Xue Junfei and Zhao Li was the first battle of this god-perishing sea treasure hunt. There were already 5 people standing on the arena. They were Zhao Lei and his 4 junior brothers. Hearing the discussions of the surrounding cultivators, the 5 of them had smug expressions on their faces. Junior brother Zhao Li, it seems that Xue Junfei is really afraid. Zhao Lei patted Zhao Li's shoulder and smiled. Humph. That kind of trash dares to go against senior brother Zhao Lei. If he dares to appear, I will teach him a lesson on behalf of senior brother. If he doesn't dare to accept the challenge, I believe he won't be able to show his face in front of us in the future. That kid has just stepped into level 5 Saint King. I don't know what's wrong with his brain. He dares to go against us. He is asking for trouble. The other 3 junior brothers also agreed. At this moment, there were 4 people in the crowd with cold expressions. They glared at Zhao Lei and the other 4 junior brothers on the arena. Eldest senior brother, did Xue Junfei really run away? This is too embarrassing. This kid is extremely talented in martial arts. There are only a few people in our Ice Snow Mountain who can compare to him. However, he likes to meddle in other people's business. This time, he really got himself into trouble. These 4 people were disciples of Ice Snow Mountain. This time, they went to the god-perishing sea with Xue Junfei to search for treasures. After knowing that Xue Junfei had arranged a life-and-death battle with Zhao Li, they were angry and worried. The second chapter will be released at noon. Also, Old Dew is busy in August. The Hedonist Sovereign promises to update a chapter every day. If he has extra time, he will update more. I hope everyone understands. Chapter 1610. Look who's here. Ha! Xue Junfei dares to come. Does he want to die? Ha! What an idiot. He knows he can't win, yet he still comes to die. I wonder why the Ice Snow Mountain likes this kid. They might as well accept me into their sect. Xue Junfei was scolded even if he didn't come. This was the rule of the divine continent. Everything depended on one's strength. The weak were always despised and looked down upon. Xue Junfei acted as if he didn't hear the frenzied discussions around him. There was an extraordinary confidence in his eyes. Qin Feng followed behind him, but he was ignored by the crowd. This is bad, eldest senior brother. Junior brother Junfei is really here. The 3 disciples of the Ice Snow Mountain panicked. Although they weren't satisfied with Xue Junfei's decision to accept the life and death challenge, they were still fellow disciples. Naturally, they didn't want Xue Junfei to die. Junior brother Junfei, why are you here? The eldest senior brother had already rushed over with the 3 junior brothers. Xue Junfei said guiltily, Senior brothers and junior brothers, I was reckless this time. Don't worry, I'm confident I can defeat Zhao Li. The 4 of them didn't believe him. The eldest senior brother advised, Junfei, hurry up and leave. We'll help you stop Zhao Lei and the others. Even if the Ice Snow Mountain loses face this time, it's better than losing your life. Qin Feng listened to their conversation and realized that the disciples of the Ice Snow Mountain had deep feelings for each other. They were all people worth befriending. Xue Junfei was even more ashamed. He knew his recklessness had humiliated the sect and made his fellow disciples worry. Because of this, Xue Junfei wouldn't leave. He wanted to chop off Zhao Li's head with his own hands to show the dignity of the ice snow mountain. Senior brothers and junior brothers, there's no need to say more. Since I'm here, I'll definitely accept the challenge. Oh right, let me introduce everyone. This is young hero Qin Feng. Young hero Qin, these are my fellow disciples from the same sect. Seeing that Xue Junfei was still in the mood to introduce his friends, his fellow disciples were speechless. The eldest senior brother advised again, Junior brother Junfei, you've just stepped into the 5th Saint King realm, but Zhao Li has already stepped into the 6th Saint King realm half a year ago. You're not in the same league. You'll only die in this battle. The eldest senior brother couldn't care less anymore and explained the seriousness of the problem. At this time, Xue Junfei had already broken through to the 6th level Saint King, but he had listened to Qin Feng's advice and deliberately suppressed his strength to the 5th level Saint King. The purpose of this was to numb Zhao Li and give him a killing blow. Xue Junfei did not know how to explain his breakthrough right now. Otherwise, if news of it leaked out, Zhao Li would definitely be on guard. After Xue Junfei appeared, the crowd immediately surrounded him. Zhao Lei and his 4 junior brothers also swaggered over. Yo! You've finally shown yourself. We thought you were going to be a coward. Zhao Li laughed unscrupulously. Xue Junfei's expression turned cold. He clenched his fists and was about to rush forward, but Qin Feng beat him to it and said, someone is tired of living, so brother Xue naturally has to take his life. I just didn't expect that guy to be so eager to die. It's the first time I've seen someone like that. Xue Junfei had already calmed down. Zhao Lei and the others were enraged by Qin Feng's words. He looked at Qin Feng gratefully. If he really fought just now, it was very likely that he would have exposed his strength. Brat, don't be anxious. We will settle the score sooner or later. I will not do anything else on this trip to the Fallen God Sea. I will definitely kill you. Zhao Lei scolded. Qin Feng's state of mind was very strong, so he was not moved at all. He said sarcastically, "Ah. Then you really have nothing better to do. You came to the Fallen God Sea just to kill someone. Do you have a perverted mentality?" This sentence made the crowd laugh. It was not easy to obtain the qualification to search for treasures in the Fallen God Sea. It was the first time they had heard of someone going to the Fallen God Sea just to kill someone. Zhao Lei was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. He realized that he could not win against Qin Feng in a quarrel, so he shouted angrily, "Stop talking nonsense. The time for the battle is already up. Hurry up and start." After saying that, he gave Zhao Li a look. Zhao Li sneered and said, "Brat, don't worry. I will let you see how your friend dies with your own eyes." Qin Feng ignored Zhao Li and looked at Xue Junfei. After some adjustment, Xue Junfei was in a good mood. He nodded at Qin Feng and said, "Brother Qin, don't worry. I won't let you down." The two had already entered the arena. The rest of the cultivators retreated to the iron fence to watch. Before the battle began, many cultivators had already set up bets. Xue Junfei is 1 to 10. Zhao Li is 1 to 2. Hurry up and place your bets. The bets are going to be closed soon. I will bet 10,000 high-grade spirit stones on Zhao Li. I will bet 100,000 spirit stones on Zhao Li. There is no suspense in this battle. Whoever bet on Xue Junfei is an idiot. Qin Feng realized that there were many people who liked to gamble. In less than half a minute, the open space of the gambling house was piled up with several mountains of spirit stones. However, up until now, almost everyone had bet on Zhao Li's victory. Even though there were a few cultivators who had bet on Xue Junfei with the mentality of a complete reversal, the most they had bet on was only 5,000 spirit stones. Not even 10,000 spirit stones had been bet. I will bet 2 million spirit stones. Qin Feng walked to the side of the arena. He immediately bet 2 million spirit stones, causing the crowd to exclaim. His next words shocked the crowd. All on Xue Junfei. Whoosh! The arena was in an uproar. Zhao Li and Xue Junfei were left alone in the arena. Those who didn't know better would think that this was the real arena. This young cultivator is so rich. I don't even have 1 million spirit stones. But he casually bet 2 million. Ha! What's the use of having money? His brain isn't working well. These 2 million spirit stones are wasted. Birds of a feather flock together. There's nothing wrong with what you said. These two fools just happen to be good friends. Qin Feng ignored the crowd's mockery. After placing the spirit stones, he went to the side and waited for the battle to begin. Soon, the other cultivators also gathered around the martial arts field. Everyone finally remembered that today's fight was the real deal. Xue Junfei, you've gone against me, senior brother Zhao Lei, and the others several times. I've always found you an eyesore. Today will be the day you die. Zhao Li stood on the stage with his hands behind his back. He did not take Xue Junfei seriously at all. Xue Junfei's current state of mind was extraordinarily calm. He was like an ancient well with no ripples. Enough with the nonsense. Can we begin? Zhao Li was stunned. After accepting the challenge yesterday, Xue Junfei looked like he had lost his soul. Why did he seem like a different person today? Could it be that he knew he was going to die and had accepted it? Humph. Since you're in such a hurry to die, I'll fulfill your wish. Rumble. With a roar, Zhao Li suddenly made his move. He leaped more than 10 meters into the air and threw a meteor hammer in his hand. The meteor hammer was the size of a basketball and was covered with barbs. Zhao Li grabbed the chain and swung the meteor hammer in the air. Bang bang bang. Wherever the meteor hammer went, the sound of wind breaking could be heard. In less than 2 breaths, the huge hammer smashed into the ground. Rumble. A deep pit appeared on the flat deck. The crack spread like a long dragon. The meteor hammer had completely smashed into the deck. Zhao Li waved his hand and pulled the meteor hammer out. It brought along a pile of broken wood and iron pieces like a dragon coming out of the sea. The iron pieces flew all over the sky. The impact was comparable to a bullet. Xue Junfei's expression changed slightly. He dodged all the attacks. He had already guessed that Zhao Li's strength was much higher than his, but he still underestimated him. Having missed his attack, Zhao Li's face turned cold, as if he had lost face. He leaped into the air. His slender body was like an arrow released from a bow. In a few blinks of an eye, he appeared behind Xue Junfei. Rumble. The meteor hammer smashed down again. Another piece of intact deck was blown into pieces. Xue Junfei had no way to fight back in the explosion. Even if he tried his best to dodge, he would still be hit by the debris from time to time. Ha! What did I say? Xue Junfei will lose without a doubt. He won't even have a chance to fight back in front of Zhao Li. I bet 100,000 spirit stones on Zhao Li. Now I can earn back 100,000 spirit stones in a matter of minutes. This Zhao Li is definitely not an ordinary 6th level holy king. The power of his meteor hammer is comparable to that of an ordinary 7th level holy king. The crowd was discussing. Many people cheered for Zhao Li because they had bet on Zhao Li to win. On the contrary, there was almost no one cheering for Xue Junfei. His 4 seniors and juniors shouted a few times, but they were completely drowned out by the cheers of the crowd. Ha! Xue Junfei, don't run if you have the guts. Let me smash your head. Zhao Li became more and more pleased with himself. He even slowed down his attacks and deliberately teased Xue Junfei. A long sword flew out of Xue Junfei's sleeve. It turned into a pink light and flashed in the air. Zhao Li's expression changed drastically. He hurriedly raised his meteor hammer to block. With a clang, the flying sword knocked away the meteor hammer and left a bloody mark on Zhao Li's arm. The bustling battle arena suddenly quietened down. Everyone's eyes and jaws dropped to the ground. Everyone thought that Xue Junfei was about to be killed by Zhao Li. No one expected this kid to counterattack. Zhao Li subconsciously looked at his arm that was spurting blood. For a moment, he forgot that he was still fighting. The smile in his eyes disappeared. They were bloodshot. Xue Junfei, I will smash you into pieces. Boom! Zhao Li's expression was ferocious. He suddenly swung his hammer. The air was filled with explosions. The strong sense of danger forced many cultivators to retreat 100 meters away. Oh my God! Zhao Li didn't use his full strength just now. He is definitely at the peak of 6th level Holy King. He can break through to 7th level at any time. Just now, Zhao Li was careless and was stabbed by Xue Junfei. Now that he has used his full strength, I guarantee that Xue Junfei won't even have a chance to fight back. Chapter 1611. Ha! Ha, Xue Junfei, you can die now. Seeing that Xue Junfei was not moving, Zhao Li's eyes were filled with playfulness. He exerted force in his hand, and the meteor hammer's speed doubled. It was like a meteorite falling from the sky. Boom! The deck was shattered, and the surrounding cultivators felt the ground shake violently. However, no one paid attention to these movements. Everyone's expression changed when they realized that Xue Junfei had disappeared. Huh, where is Xue Junfei? Was he blown to pieces? Impossible, there was not even a trace of blood on the deck. How did that brat escape? Xue Junfei had really disappeared. This puzzled the crowd. If that brat had really escaped, how did he do it? However, many high-level cultivators in the crowd frowned. Xue Junfei did not escape. He was attacking. What a powerful sword technique. This should not be a sword technique of the Snow Mountain. Why did it look like the shadowless sword of Broken Hang Mountain? No, this brat was not a 5th level Holy King. He had already stepped into 6th level Holy King. Although the high-level cultivators had sensed Xue Junfei's attack, they could not see his exact location. In front of these people, there were overlapping illusory sword shadows. The sword chi was as dense as a net, and the momentum was as turbulent as the tide. Even if they were trapped, they would not be able to escape easily. Grand Senior Brother, how did Junior Brother Junfei know the shadowless sword of Broken Hang Mountain? The 3 disciples of the Snow Mountain were dumbfounded. Grand Senior Brother could not explain it. He wanted to ask Xue Junfei about it. At this moment, Zhao Li's attack ended, and he landed on the deck. As soon as he landed, he frowned and quickly retreated. Brat, how dare you hide your strength? Zhao Li had already seen through it. But it was too late. Countless strands of sword chi enveloped over from all directions, and it was like a heavenly net had enveloped him. Zhao Li's mind was in a mess. He could not see Xue Junfei's figure at all. He could not even sense the sword chi. Bang bang bang. The sound of explosions was endless. When the sword chi hit Zhao Li, it was like a speeding car crashing into him. Zhao Li roared and waved the meteor hammer in his hand wildly. However, he could not even touch Xue Junfei's hair. Whoosh, a white shadow flashed. Su Junfei reappeared on the deck 5 meters in front of Zhao Li, Zhao Li's black robe was in tatters, and his body was covered in cuts and bruises from the sword qi. In the end, blood kept gushing out of his mouth, and his eyes were wide open. Surnamed Shui, you can't defeat me. Even if you hid your strength, I can still kill you. Puqi Zhao Li raised his hand and prepared to swing the meteor hammer. However, a pink light flashed and the flying sword pierced through his back, piercing through his heart. The deck suddenly quieted down, and the atmosphere was strange. The cheers and shouts from before could no longer be heard. Their eyes and jaws dropped to the ground. I won against Shui Junfei, I won. Ha, I was right to bet on an underdog. I won a total of 50,000 high-grade spirit stones. A cultivator suddenly shouted in excitement. The funny thing was that his excitement wasn't because it concerned Shui Junfei's life or death, but because it concerned the outcome of the bet. More and more people woke up. The four from the Bing Shui mountain ran to Shui Junfei's side. Junior brother Junfei, when did you break through to the 6th stage Saint King realm? Eldest senior brother still finds it hard to accept. Shui Junfei looked at Gao Fei, scratched his head, and said with a smile, eldest senior brother, it was brother Qin who gave me a bottle of Jinling pills. I just broke through last night. The four of them cried out in surprise again. Previously, they didn't think much of Qin Feng. Now that they looked at him, their eyes almost popped out of their sockets. This brother gave you a bottle of Jinling pills, he's really generous. Eldest senior brother's voice trembled. As for the other 3 junior brothers, they were full of envy. The 3 of them were also stuck at the 5th stage Saint King realm. They also wanted a bottle of Jinling pills to break through. Qin Feng didn't give them Jinling pills. Not to mention that he didn't have any on him now. Even if he had extra, he wouldn't give it to them so easily. Shui Junfei helped him, and his personality was to Qin Feng's liking. That was why Qin Feng would repay Shui Junfei. Qin Feng was indeed rich, but he wasn't stupid. Zhao Li, wake up. The 4 from Celestial Crane Mountain finally woke up and shook Zhao Li's body. However, Zhao Li's heart was pierced by a sword. He was already dead. Shui Junfei, you dare to kill my junior brother. I'll kill you with my own hands. Zhao Li suddenly leaped over and pulled out a machete from his back. The long machete slashed down, and the airflow in the air changed drastically, forming a huge whirlpool. The cultivators immediately retreated to the side. Many of them looked fearful. Fuck, what realm is Zhao Li from Celestial Crane Mountain? What a powerful aura. He was an early stage 9th stage Saint King. Shui Junfei definitely wouldn't be able to block this attack. No wonder Zhao Li was usually arrogant and despotic. There weren't many people at his age who could reach early stage 9th stage Saint King realm. Everyone looked at Shui Junfei with sympathy. It wasn't easy for this guy to defeat Zhao Li and save his life. However, he was still going to die in Zhao Li's hands. The saber chi whirlpool in the air quickly landed on the ground. It was accompanied by a strong pressure. Shui Junfei stood under the saber chi whirlpool. He felt like his body was trapped, and he didn't even have the strength to escape. Whoosh! However, at the crucial moment, the eldest senior brother of the Snow Ice Mountain stabbed through the air. He held a pink spear in his hand. The moment he stabbed out, 3 huge spear winds were formed. The spear winds quickly gathered and formed the shape of 3 long dragons. They collided with the saber chi whirlpool in the air. Rumble! A deafening sound shook the sky and earth. It felt like the airship was shaking slightly. Zhao Li, how dare you cause trouble on the airship of the Soaring Dragon Chamber of Commerce? After the spear strike, the eldest senior brother didn't give chase. Instead, he looked at Zhao Li in the distance with a frosty expression. The crowd was in an uproar. Some people revealed the strength of the eldest senior brother of the Snow Ice Mountain. It turned out that he was also an early stage 9th stage Saint King realm powerhouse. Xue Junfei escaped death and quickly retreated behind the eldest senior brother. The other 3 disciples also surrounded him and glared at Zhao Lei and the others. The 5 of you better remember this. This matter isn't over yet. When Zhao Lei heard the name of the Soaring Dragon Chamber of Commerce, he immediately calmed down. He even felt a lingering fear in his heart. Before he left, he suddenly stopped and turned back to glare at Qin Feng. And you brat, I'll also take your dog head with my own hands. Zhao Lei and the others carried Zhao Li's corpse and left. Before this, they would never have thought that the result of the martial arts competition would be like this. The crowd watching the show quickly dispersed. The deck of the martial arts arena was in a mess. It would be bad if the people of the Soaring Dragon Chamber of Commerce came looking for trouble. A few mountains of spirit stones were piled on the empty ground. They were all the bets that Qin Feng had won. Qin Feng did a rough calculation. There were more than 30 million spirit stones. He put 20 million of them into his star ring and divided the remaining 10 million equally among the disciples of the Snow Ice Mountain. Actually, Qin Feng mainly wanted to give them to Xue Junfei. After all, it was Xue Junfei who had participated in the life and death battle that helped him win so many spirit stones. However, Qin Feng knew that with Xue Junfei's personality, he would definitely divide the spirit stones equally with his senior and junior brothers. Thus, he simply suggested splitting them equally. The disciples of the Snow Ice Mountain were stunned. They were not like Xue Junfei, who had not yet gotten used to Qin Feng's generosity. Xue Junfei smiled and said, "Senior and junior brothers, just accept it. Brother Qin has always been so generous. You'll get used to it." The 4 of them came to their senses and looked at Qin Feng in a different way. They even started to curry favor with him. After putting away the spirit stones on the ground, Xue Junfei said, "Brother Qin, you can stay at my place for the next few days. We can take care of each other." Qin Feng thought about it and followed Xue Junfei. He was afraid that when he returned to the square tower, he would be gossiped about again. Sooner or later, his identity would be exposed. The group returned to the cabin. Xue Junfei's senior and junior brothers returned to their own rooms. "Brother Qin, you can treat this as your own room. Don't stand on ceremony with me. I comprehended some things in the life and death battle just now. I'll go into seclusion for a while." Life and death battles were very effective for cultivators. Qin Feng nodded. It just so happened that he had won 30 million high-grade spirit stones not long ago. He wanted to go to the astral world to level up. With a slight thought, Qin Feng entered the astral world. Immediately, waves of abundant spirit energy flowed into Qin Feng's body. The current spirit energy density in the astral world was comparable to that in Pear Continent. Even the outer area of the fallen god's sea could not compare to the astral world. Qin Feng currently had 30 million high-grade spirit stones. He threw 20 million of them into the astral world. The spirit stones were quickly converted into spiritual energy and spread out. The area of the astral world expanded at a speed visible to the naked eye. "Congratulations, Master. The astral world has expanded to 25,000 square meters. The spirit energy density has doubled." Little Pig's excited voice sounded. Qin Feng looked at the astral world, which was originally only 100 square meters. Now, it had expanded to 25,000 square meters. He was very happy. The spirit energy in the astral world is so rich now. Qin Feng's eyes lit up. Ever since he started cultivating, this was the first time he felt such rich spirit energy. It even surpassed the spirit energy density in the ancient martial relic that he found in Fu City's Wuguan Mountain. There were 8 spiritual pearls embedded in the Blessed Heaven Cave, and there was also a spirit-gathering formation. Qin Feng sat cross-legged in the astral world and started cultivating. He had used the lightning tribulation to break through to level 6 Holy King not long ago. His dantian was in a state of emptiness. However, after cultivating in the astral world for a while, he felt that his body was gradually filling up. Oh no, Xue Junfei came out of seclusion. Gao Fei had already set up a small formation outside. When he felt that the formation was activated, he quickly came out of the astral world. Brother Qin, thank you so much. Xue Junfei looked happy. It seemed that he had comprehended many things. He was in a hurry to go into seclusion and did not have time to express his gratitude. Brother Xue, you're welcome. Winning the martial arts competition is more important than anything else. Qin Feng smiled. Xue Junfei's face was full of gratitude. Although he had only known Qin Feng for 2 days, his friendship with Qin Feng had almost surpassed that of his senior and junior brothers. Brother Qin, this flying ship will take 7 days and 7 nights to reach the center of the Fallen God Sea. When the time comes, you can join our team from the Snow Ice Mountain. We can take care of each other. Gao Fei understood Xue Junfei's thoughts. He was afraid that Zhao Lei and the others would find trouble with him after he got off the flying ship. However, Qin Feng was really not afraid of Zhao Lei and the others. Moreover, because he had the system, it was not convenient for him to form a team with others. Friends who want to read books, you can search for Blue Book Bar. You will find this site as soon as possible. Chapter 1612. Qin Feng changed the topic and said, "That's right, Brother Xue. Since this ship is going to travel on the sea for 7 days and 7 nights, shouldn't there be some activities? Otherwise, I would be bored to death." It seemed like this wasn't Xue Junfei's first time searching for treasures in the Godfall Ocean. He said, "Brother Qin, there are many activities on the ship. There were auctions held by the Dragonsword Chamber of Commerce, artifact exchanges, pill conferences, and so on. There are also various activities held by cultivators. We happen to be free. Brother Qin, do you want to take a look?" Xue Junfei was in a good mood. Not only did he kill Zhao Li and restore the Snow Mountain's reputation, but he also made a good friend like Qin Feng. Alright, let's go take a look on the ship. The two of them left the lounge and went to the spaceship's hall. The hall was extremely spacious, and dozens of people had already gathered around it. The cultivators in each venue were doing something different. Some were discussing medicinal pills, some were discussing martial Dao, while some were setting up stalls to sell items. Brother Qin, the circle in front is the Sage King Exchange. It has always been held here in the past. If you want to join this circle, you must break through to the Saint King realm. The main theme of this circle is to exchange treasures with each other. As they walked, Xue Junfei explained the purpose of the different circles in detail. Qin Fen was quite interested in the Saint King Exchange. Since it was a group of Saint King realm masters exchanging treasures, the treasures would naturally not be bad. There was even a Buddha Light Exchange conference in the main hall. Qin Fen wanted to participate, but his realm was not high enough. "Sorry to disturb you, fellow Taoists. My friend and I would also like to join your gathering." Xue Junfei had already walked to the side of the crowd and cupped his fists in greeting. There were more than 30 cultivators surrounding them, all of whom were at the Holy King realm. When everyone looked at Xue Junfei, many of them recognized him. "Are you Xue Junfei from the Snow Mountain? I saw the battle where you killed Zhao Li not long ago. You're not bad, kid. You've actually broken through to the 6th level Saint King realm at such a young age." Both of you are Saint Kings, so you're qualified to participate in our exchange, so sit down. His aura was as deep as the sea, and Qin Feng and Shui Junfei couldn't see through it. Let's go. From his tone and domineering attitude, he should be the organizer of this Holy King exchange. The two of them found empty seats and sat down. As a disciple of a 5-star sect and a 6th-level Saint King, many people greeted Shui Junfei after he sat down. On the other hand, Qin Fen had only displayed the strength of a 1st-level Saint King, and he was an unfamiliar face, so no one paid any attention to him. Shui Junfei felt somewhat awkward. He knew that Qin Feng was much more powerful than him, but it was a pity that these people had no foresight and ignored Qin Feng's existence. However, Qin Feng didn't care about this. Instead, he wanted to keep a low profile and not attract everyone's attention. After a round of self-introductions, the meeting returned to the main topic. At this moment, a cultivator sitting next to Qin Feng took out a paper talisman and said, "This is a rank 6 blood shield talisman. As for its function, I'm sure everyone knows, so I won't waste any more time. I'm lacking a flying magic tool. As long as anyone has a low-grade flying magic tool, I'm willing to exchange it with a rank 6 blood escape talisman." Qin Feng had some understanding of talismans. When he was still in China, he had refined the fireball talisman and the transparent talisman. However, those were the lowest level of talismans. They were completely useless in the current divine continent. The rank 6 talisman that the man took out was already of a very high level. When Qin Feng fought against the road bandit Li Sha used a rank 5 fire talisman. That rank 5 fire talisman could instantly kill a 4th-level Saint King. From this, it could be seen how powerful a rank 6 talisman was. It's a rank 6 talisman. It's a pity that it's a blood escape talisman. Otherwise, I would trade with you, someone exclaimed. Brother Zhang is right. Rank 6 talismans are very rare. It's a pity that Brother Wu has a blood escape talisman. Ordinary cultivators won't want it, an old man said while stroking his beard. The man who took out the rank 6 blood escape talisman was called Wu Xiong. He looked as strong and burly as a black bear. He was a little disappointed when he saw that no one was interested in the blood escape talisman. However, at this moment, a middle-aged man in a black robe said, "I want the rank 6 blood escape talisman. It's a low-grade flying magic tool." The black-robed man waved his hand, and a palm-sized flying ship landed under Wu Xiong's feet. Everyone looked at the black-robed man and immediately understood. So it's Shui Wu Axian from the Blood Evil sect. It's understandable that he would want to trade for this blood escape talisman. The Blood Evil sect is one of the large devil sects in the northern Sand region. The rank 6 blood escape talisman requires the cultivator to burn their blood meridians. This is simply self-harming. However, to the cultivators of the Blood Evil sect, it's not a problem. No wonder no one was willing to trade for Wu Xiong's rank 6 blood escape talisman. It turned out that the condition to activate the talisman was to burn one's blood meridians. Wu Xiong simply glanced at the flying magic tool under his feet, and immediately threw the rank 6 blood escape talisman to Shui Wu Axian. "All right. Our trade is complete." The two of them took the treasures they had traded and looked at them. They looked like they couldn't bear to part with them. The others continued to trade for treasures. According to the order, it was Qin Feng's turn. "Senior Shui, that kid has just joined us. His cultivation level is average. He doesn't look like a cultivator with any treasures. Why don't we skip him?" Qin Feng hadn't even taken out his treasure when the cultivator sitting opposite him became impatient. Although the others didn't say anything, it wasn't hard to tell from their slightly disdainful looks that they didn't like Qin Feng either. "During our exchange, we agreed that everyone would have a chance to trade for treasures. Let's follow the rules. A little while won't make a difference." The old man sitting at the head of the table spoke. Although he seemed to be speaking up for Qin Feng, everyone could see that Senior Shui didn't want to break the rules he had set. Otherwise, he would lose face. Shui Junfei looked embarrassed. If he had known earlier, he wouldn't have brought Qin Feng to this bullshit Sage King exchange. Although he was dissatisfied with Qin Feng, he didn't get angry. After all, everyone present was a Sage King realm powerhouse. Based on his and Qin Feng's strength, they were no match for them. However, Qin Feng didn't care about this. He took out a jade bottle unhurriedly. I've brought a bottle of elixirs. I want to exchange it for some refining materials. I also need some spirit stones. After Qin Feng finished speaking, no one paid attention to him. In the eyes of these cultivators, Qin Feng was just a Sage King realm cultivator. What kind of elixirs could a cultivator of this level take out? It couldn't be the golden sage pill needed to break through from the immortal Qi realm to the Sage King realm, right? Cough cough. Don't keep us in suspense. Quickly open the jade bottle and let everyone see what elixirs you have. I think it's better if you don't open the jade bottle. We're not interested in your elixirs. Let the next person do it. Alright, everyone calm down. Let him display the elixirs. If no one wants to exchange, then it'll be the next person's turn. Senior Shui shouted. Chapter 1613. Qin Feng did not care about what everyone was saying because he knew that the pills he took out would shock everyone. When the jade bottle was opened, the fragrance of pills filled the air. The expressions of many cultivators changed. At the very least, judging from the fragrance of the pill, it was not an ordinary pill. What kind of medicinal pill is that? This is my first time seeing it. A Sage King level 3 cultivator had a puzzled look on his face. Everyone looked at Qin Feng's hand curiously. There was a milky white pill in his palm. It was about the size of a ping-pong ball. The pill was smooth and round, emitting a faint glow. One look and anyone could tell that it was a high-grade pill. This is an energy transformation pill. The old man sitting at the head of the table exclaimed. Everyone was startled. Senior Shui was a peak 9th stage Saint King master, so a pill that could surprise him was definitely not bad. Energy transformation pill. Why does this name sound so familiar? Holy shit. This is the Yuan transforming pill that can allow a peak 9th stage Saint King to break through to the Buddha light stage. That's a class 2 level 7 King pill. This guy actually has a king pill. The crowd immediately went wild. Previously, no one cared about Qin Feng at all, and they even wanted to directly skip him and move on to the next cultivator. But when the elemental transformation pill appeared, these cultivators couldn't wait to pounce on it and snatch it. Qin Feng's expression was indifferent. This primary transformation pill was the batch he had refined for Yan Xianhai. After Yan Xianhai broke through, there were 2 left, and they were now with Qin Feng. That's right, what I took out was indeed the elemental transformation pill. Is there anyone who wants to trade with me? Qin Feng asked. The sound of heavy breathing could be heard all around. Everyone present was a Saint King realm powerhouse. Sooner or later, they would break through to the Buddha light boundary, and this Yuan transforming pill was the best auxiliary pill for breaking through to the Buddha light boundary. It was one of the pills that every Saint King realm cultivator desired. But very quickly, someone came back to his senses and asked in a doubtful voice, is this the real Yuan converting pill? Everyone knows that the Vitality Transformation pill is incomparably precious. If it was the real Vitality Transformation pill, how could you possibly take it out to exchange? As soon as these words came out, the excited cultivators all calmed down. Qin Feng's cultivation level was average, and his attire was also very ordinary. He did not look like someone who could take out an origin transformation pill. Humph. How dare he falsify something at the Sage King Exchange? Are you tired of living? Zhang Zhang of the North Ming sect glared at Qin Feng. This person was a 6th level Saint King, so Qin Feng did not take him seriously at all. Have you ever taken my pills before? How could he be sure that it was fake? If you don't have enough experience, then don't come out and embarrass yourself. In the end, you will only be slapping yourself in the face. Qin Feng's words immediately angered Zhang Zhang. He jumped up, pulled out his long sword, and pointed it at Qin Feng. Stinking brat, do you know who you're talking to? I'm a disciple of the 5-star sect, Dark North sect. Do you believe that I won't take your cheap life with a single sword strike? Qin Feng smirked coldly. He had just killed Li Sha, who was an 8th level Saint King, not too long ago. This Zhang Zhang, who was merely a 6th level Saint King, could be instantly killed by him with a single slash. Don't you dare be rude to Brother Qin, otherwise I won't be polite to you. Xue Junfei jumped up angrily, releasing the aura of a 6th-stage Saint King. A hint of fear flashed in Zhang Zhang's eyes. Although they were both 6th level Saint Kings, Zhang Zhang had personally witnessed Xue Junfei defeating Zhao Li of Celestial Crane Mountain not too long ago. What Xue Junfei displayed was not only the strength of a 6th level Saint King, but also comparable to a 7th level Saint King. Xue Junfei, are you sure you want to offend my Dark North sect for such a stinking brat? Zhang Zhang did not dare to fight Xue Junfei, so he began to use his sect to suppress him. However, Xue Junfei did not back down. Brother Qin is my big brother. I don't care who you are, if you want to deal with Brother Qin, you have to deal with me. Furthermore, what's the big deal about the Dark North sect? The Snow Ice Mountain I belong to is also a 5-star sect, so I'm not afraid of your Dark North sect. Zhang Zhang was half dead with anger, his chest rising and falling. He glared at Qin Feng coldly and shouted, "Good, good. Stinking brat, consider yourself lucky today. You better not let me see you alone, or else I'll teach you a lesson." Zhang Zhang sat back down after saying these harsh words, as if Qin Feng had really escaped a calamity. Qin Feng found it funny, but he did not bother with Zhang Zhang. With his current vision and realm, Zhang Zhang was just like an ant. However, just as everyone was waiting to watch a good show, the organizer of this Holy King Exchange, Shuepingji, stared at the vitality pill in Qin Feng's hand. It might be the first time for others to see this kind of king elixir, but it was Shuepingji's second time. The last time, he saw his elder brother consume a vitality pill and successfully break through to the first change of Buddha aura. The vitality pill in Qin Feng's hand was definitely real, and its quality was even better than the one his elder brother had eaten. "Young hero Qin, I'll trade with you." Shuepingji suddenly spoke, instantly stunning the crowd. Everyone knew that Senior Xue was experienced and knowledgeable. Since he took the initiative to trade for the vitality pill in Qin Feng's hand, it meant that this vitality pill was real. "Senior Xue, are you sure you're not mistaken? Is this really a vitality pill?" someone asked. Shuepingji did not care about everyone else. He only had eyes for Qin Feng. He was well aware of the preciousness of the vitality pill. If everyone realized that this pill was a high-grade one, wouldn't they all fight for this vitality pill? "Young hero Qin, this is a Scarlet Devil Red Equipment Spirit Saber. I'm willing to trade for your pill." Shuepingji did not waste any time and directly took out a saber from his storage ring. The spirit saber was more than a meter long, and the blade was curved into a beautiful arc. The entire spirit saber exuded a faint red light, as if it had intelligence. The moment the saber appeared, the scene exploded. Scarlet Devil Red Equipment. I've cultivated for decades, but this is the first time I've seen a Scarlet Devil Red Equipment. As expected of a supreme grade spirit saber. It's many times better than my purple-grade mountain-splitting saber. Senior Shui, I'm lacking a spirit saber. Can you trade with me? I'll give you my storage ring directly. Many people were attracted by Shui Pingji's spirit saber and even forgot about the vitality pill that Qin Feng took out. Shui Pingji's expression did not change, but he felt a burst of contempt in his heart. This Scarlet Devil Red Equipment spirit saber was his own weapon. If it wasn't for the vitality pill, why would he exchange it with others? The vitality pill was too important to Shui Pingji. He had been stuck at the peak of the 9th realm of the Saint King realm for more than 10 years and had been unable to break through to the Buddha Light realm. Young hero Qin, please say something. If a spirit saber is not enough, I can add other things. Shui Pingji ignored everyone and stared at the vitality pill, as if he was afraid that the pill would suddenly disappear. The crowd was shocked again. This time, everyone realized a shocking fact. What Qin Feng took out was definitely a genuine vitality pill. Young hero Qin, this is a low-grade earth-grade sword skill. I'm willing to exchange it with you. I'll exchange 10 million high-grade spirit stones with young hero Qin. My flying ship is not bad. It's a low-grade flying spirit weapon. Does young hero Qin like it? The cultivators who didn't even bother to look at Qin Feng before said all kinds of good things at this moment. That scene made Shui Junfei despise him. However, Shui Junfei was also shocked by the vitality pill that Qin Feng took out. He once again realized that Qin Feng's wealth was unimaginable. Suddenly, more than 10 cultivators took out their own treasures. This made Shui Pingji quite angry. He swept his eyes over those people and said coldly, "Fellow cultivators, everyone knows that I'm on the verge of breaking through. This vitality pill is of great significance to me. I hope that everyone can give me some face. I, Shui Pingji, guarantee that once I get the vitality pill, I won't exchange for any other treasures today." Shui Pingji had already said this. Although many cultivators were unwilling, they could only sullenly take back their treasures. However, there were still 3 people who didn't back down. These 3 people were also experts who had stepped into the peak of the 9th realm of the Saint King realm. They were also in urgent need of the vitality pill to break through. When it came to breaking through, face was bullshit. Brother Lin, Brother Du, Brother Gao, what's the meaning of this? Shui Pingji's expression didn't look too good. Lin Hao smiled and said, "Brother Shui, this Saint King exchange is hosted by you, and the rules are also set by you. As long as it's a treasure that appears in the exchange, any cultivator has the right to exchange equally. The vitality pill is useful to Brother Shui, but it's also urgent for us. We didn't break the rules, did we?" Du Chun and Gao Qiao immediately echoed. Brother Lin is right. We just need it. We're not deliberately going against Brother Shui. Brother Shui, let's compete fairly. Let young hero Qin choose who he wants to exchange with. Shui Pingji was suddenly speechless. The rules of the exchange were indeed set by him. He couldn't possibly slap his own face. I'm determined to get the vitality pill today. Since you guys insist on fighting for it, I'll fight you to the end. Shui Pingji said ruthlessly. However, Lin Hao and the other 2 were not afraid of him. Everyone was at the peak of the 9th realm of the Saint King realm. If they really fought, no one would know who would emerge victorious. Everyone's eyes fell on Qin Feng. No one would have thought that this young man who was looked down upon by everyone would now become the most eye-catching figure in the exchange. However, Qin Feng suddenly opened his mouth and his words shocked everyone. The 4 of you don't need to fight. I don't like the items you've taken out. I need Blood Moon Stone, Black Gravel Steel, Star Wind Sand. If you have a wood spirit root cultivation technique and martial skill, that's fine too. Of course, in addition to that, I want an additional 5 million high-grade spirit stones. Qin Feng listed out the items he needed in one breath. The materials he needed were the main materials needed for the third divine weapon, imprisonment, on the system's out-of-print interface. As for the wood-type cultivation technique and martial skill, he wanted them for Sister Hong. The noisy atmosphere suddenly fell silent. Everyone looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. Whether it was Xue Pingji or Lin Hao and the other two, they had all taken out top-grade treasures. From the Scarlet Devil Spirit Saber to the Earth-grade cultivation technique and martial skill, there was also a Spirit-grade flying ship, and even a level 6 fire talisman and 3 spirit beads. However, Qin Feng didn't even bother to look at such treasures. As for the items he proposed to exchange, most of the cultivators present had not even heard of them. Is this guy crazy? He doesn't even like the Scarlet Devil Spirit Saber. Also, Senior Du actually took out a level 6 fire talisman. That's a top-grade talisman that can kill a 9th realm Saint King. I suspect that guy is here to show off. In fact, he doesn't even intend to exchange for the yuan converting pill. He just wants to become famous. Now that you mention it, it's really possible. Why would a first realm Saint King cultivator exchange for the yuan converting pill? His behavior is too shameless. Is he playing us like monkeys? Chapter 16-14. The crowd was in an uproar. The cultivators stared at Qin Feng covetously. They actually thought he was here to show off. Qin Feng found it funny and said indifferently, "It seems that you don't have what I need. In that case, I won't participate in this Holy King exchange." As he spoke, he got up to leave. Since there was nothing he wanted, it would be a waste of time to stay. However, Xue Pingji had blocked Qin Feng's path and emitted a cold aura. "Young hero Qin, how dare you cause trouble at the Holy King exchange that I hosted? If you don't hand over the vitality transformation pill today, don't even think about leaving this place." Xue Pingji's intention was extremely obvious. He wanted to snatch Qin Feng's vitality transformation pill. The other cultivators all stood up and surrounded Qin Feng, as if they were afraid that he would escape. "Senior Xue, what do you mean by this? This Holy King exchange is hosted by you. Everyone will exchange treasures fairly and can't snatch it by force. Are you going to break the rules that you set?" Xue Junfei's face was cold and immediately stood side by side with Qin Feng. Xue Pingji was a little embarrassed, but in front of the vitality transformation pill, he couldn't care less. In any case, he had to snatch it first. However, before he could make a move, a timid voice suddenly came from the crowd. "Young hero Qin, Wei Yu said that you need blood moonstones. I accidentally obtained one in an ancient martial arts relic a few years ago. I wonder if young hero Qin would like it." Xue Pingji's face turned cold, and his aura was much more restrained. Previously, because no one wanted to exchange treasures with Qin Feng, he had an excuse to cause trouble for Qin Feng. However, now that a cultivator had stood up, if he snatched the vitality transformation pill by force, it would really be inexcusable. However, the other cultivators looked at Qin Feng with playful expressions. They didn't believe that this kid would exchange the vitality transformation pill for the blood moon stone. Speaking of which, the blood moon stone was a kind of red stone. Many people didn't know what it was used for. "Take it out and let me see." Qin Feng didn't care about what the others thought and his gaze fell on the cultivator who spoke. The cultivator was short and was only a level 2 Holy King. In this exchange circle that was full of experts, it was easy to be overlooked. Qin Feng had completely ignored him and only noticed his existence now. The short cultivator hurriedly took out a large stone from his storage ring. The stone was the size of a fist and it was completely red, as if it was going to burst into flames at any time. "Young hero Qin, when I first got this stone, I didn't know what it was. Later, someone told me it was a blood moon stone. However, I don't know how to refine weapons, so this stone is completely useless on me. If young hero Qin needs it, you can take it. The man didn't reveal his identity, probably because his strength was too low and he was afraid of attracting trouble after the exchange. Qin Fan didn't ask any questions and took the blood moon stone. As soon as the stone touched his hand, he felt a wave of scalding hot air. The temperature of the stone was not low. If Qin Feng hadn't subdued the purple flame, normal cultivators would be wary of this kind of temperature. However, the cultivator who took out the blood moon stone did not seem to be afraid of the stone's temperature. Qin Fan looked at the cultivator again and smelled the faint medicinal fragrance on his body. It seemed that he was most likely an alchemist. Master, this is indeed a blood moon stone, and it's a top-grade blood moon stone, Little Pig's voice sounded. According to its introduction, the blood moon stone was usually the size of an egg. A fist-sized blood moon stone was extremely rare. Qin Fan immediately put the blood moon stone into the emerald spirit ring. I'll take this stone. Do you still have black gravel steel and star wind sand? The cultivator shook his head. I've never heard of the other two items you mentioned. I obtained this blood moon stone by accident. If I'm not qualified to exchange with you, then forget it. I'll give that blood moon stone to you for free. It's useless to me. This cultivator was generous, or the blood moon stone was really useless to him. Moreover, this kind of stone was not a treasure in the entire divine continent. Qin Fan was a little disappointed. He only had black gravel steel and star wind sand left. It would be great if he could collect them in one go. Then, do you have a cultivation method for wood spiritual roots? Qin Fan asked. The man shook his head again, looking a little disappointed. He seemed to have realized that he couldn't exchange for Qin Fan's energy transformation pill. At this moment, Qin Fan walked up and stuffed an energy transformation pill into the man's hand. A blood moon stone is much lower than what I proposed. Give me another 5 million upper spiritual stones. The cultivator's body trembled as he stared at the energy transformation pill in his hand. Although he was currently a level 2 Saint King, he would break through to the peak of level 9 Saint King one day. At that time, this energy transformation pill would be a priceless king pill. Ah. Good. Young hero Qin, please wait for a moment. I'll give you 5 million upper spiritual stones. A moment later, 5 million upper spiritual stones went into Qin Fan's storage ring. The cultivator who received the energy transformation pill left immediately. The crowd was dumbfounded. They all thought that Qin Fan was showing off with the energy transformation pill. Now, they realized that he was really here to exchange for treasures. That kid is gone. Damn. 5 million upper spiritual stones and a broken stone for an energy transformation pill. This is a big deal. Young hero Qin, I misunderstood you earlier. Do you have any more energy transformation pills? I'd like to exchange for one. The crowd burst into an uproar after they came back to their senses. Many cultivators were looking for the man who was a level 2 Saint King, but they found that he had already disappeared. As for Lin Hao, Du Chun, and Gao Qiao, the three of them were already smiling. They were obviously 3 level 9 Saint King powerhouses, but they were trying to please Qin Fan, who looked like he was only a level 1 Saint King. Seeing the energy transformation pill pass by, Shuepingji was about to explode. But he immediately put away his dissatisfaction and changed his attitude to a friendly one. Young hero Qin, I was wrong about you earlier. I apologize to you on behalf of everyone. I hope young hero Qin won't take it to heart. Qin Fan's face was indifferent, and he didn't care about Shuepingji at all. Shuepingji was about to explode, but when he heard Qin Fan's next words, his expression changed drastically. I still have one last energy transformation pill on me. The conditions are the same as before. If anyone has a treasure that I need, you can take it out to exchange." The crowd exclaimed. Qin Fan actually had another energy transformation pill on him. Everyone could no longer see through Qin Fan. This young man dressed in ordinary clothes had more assets than most of the people present. "Young hero Qin, how about I exchange it with you for 20 million upper spiritual stones?" Zhang Zheng of the North Sea was the first to jump out. He had a gentle smile on his face, as if he had been a good friend of Qin Fan's for many years. As for the many times that he had questioned and ridiculed Qin Fan, it did not seem like he had done it. Xue Junfei looked at Zhang Zheng with disdain. Qin Fan did not even bother to look at him. He said indifferently, "You don't have the right to exchange, so there's no need to say anything more." Thailand's biggest-breasted female streamer's new passion video exposed pouncing on the male leads So Hungry. Please follow the official WeChat account to watch online, Mainxwen1. Chapter 16-15. Zhang Zheng was instantly enraged, and his smile became ferocious. "Qin, don't be so shameless. It's your fortune that I'm willing to exchange with you. I'm Bei Ming's disciple. If you curry favor with me, I can talk to the elders of the sect, and they might make an exception to let you join the sect." "Humph. Who cares about Bei Ming? Brother Qin doesn't care." Xue Junfei helped Qin Feng refute. Zhang Zheng was furious. He had drawn his sword to deal with Qin Feng, but was interrupted by Xue Junfei. Zhang Zheng was a little afraid of Xue Junfei, or else he would have beaten Qin Feng up. "Do you have the guts? What kind of man are you if you hide behind others? If you have the guts, come out and fight with me." Zhang Zheng glared at Qin Feng angrily. Xue Junfei didn't know Qin Feng's true realm, so he looked at him worriedly. However, Qin Feng smiled at him and strode over to Zhang Zheng. Slap! Qin Feng raised his hand and slapped. It was so fast that Zhang Zheng didn't even have the time to dodge. With a loud bang, Zhang Zheng's body flew to the ground like a kite with a broken string, and he vomited a few mouthfuls of blood. The crowd was in an uproar. They finally realized that Qin Feng had been hiding his strength. Zhang Zheng was a level 6 Holy King, but he was defeated by Qin Feng in one move. It seemed that Qin Feng was at least a level 7 Holy King. For a moment, many cultivators looked at Qin Feng in a different light. Previously, they pretended to respect him because they wanted to see the energy transformation pill, but now they were really in awe. You dare hit me? Senior Xue, please help me. This is an exchange meeting that you organized. Zhang Zheng was so angry that he was screaming. Blood flowed out of his mouth, making him look extremely terrifying. Xue Pingji's expression was cold, but he didn't get angry at Qin Feng. Instead, he glared at Zhang Zheng, who was lying on the ground, and shouted, "You still have the nerve to shout? I've already said that everyone will trade fairly in the exchange meeting. Young hero Qin doesn't want to exchange treasures with you. That's his right. On the other hand, you provoked young hero Qin again and again. He's already letting you off lightly by not killing you. Get lost." Zhang Zheng was stunned on the spot. He didn't expect Xue Pingji to help a nobody go against Bei Ming. "Alright, just you wait. Dark North won't let you off." Zhang Zheng fled in a sorry state after uttering these ruthless words, but no one cared at all. He, Zhang Zheng, had the support of a 5-star great sect, Dark North, and the Saint King realm cultivators present were all talented disciples of their respective sects and families, so how could they be afraid of Dark North? Ha! Young hero Qin, quickly take out your other Yuanhua pill and let everyone have an eye-opener. Once Zhang Zheng left, Xue Pingji couldn't wait any longer. Qin Feng didn't keep everyone in suspense and took out the last origin transformation pill on him. These two essence transforming pills were refined in the same batch, and the quality of the medicinal pills were the same. It's really the yuan melting pill. It's of the same high grade as the last one. Young Master Qin, I really don't have the items you mentioned. Can't I use other treasures to exchange for them? For a moment, the group of Saint King Realm cultivators was in an uproar again. The energy transformation pill could be said to be the king pill that they wanted the most right now. Qin Feng's attitude was very firm. He shook his head and said, I don't care about the other treasures. I only want the black gravel steel, the star tempest sand, and the wood spirit root cultivation method. If any fellow Daoist has these treasures, you can exchange them with me. Most of the cultivators shook their heads and sighed. If they had the things that Qin Feng mentioned, they would have taken them out during the exchange with the previous Yuanhua pill. Shui Pingji also didn't have these items, so he was as anxious as an ant on a hot pan. Young hero Qin, give this old man face and give me this Yuanhua pill. If you have any trouble in the future, feel free to find this old man. Qin Feng glanced at Shui Pingji indifferently. This old man didn't leave a good impression on him. Qin Feng wasn't stupid enough to believe his words. If he gave the Yuanhua pill to Shui Pingji now, he wouldn't be able to find out where this old man went after this. Senior Shui, I'm really sorry. You urgently need the Yuanhua pill, and I urgently need those items. Otherwise, I wouldn't have used the Yuanhua pill to exchange. Qin Feng's words rejected Shui Pingji's request, causing the other party's face to turn ashen. However, Qin Feng pretended not to see it. This old man was just taking advantage of his seniority. The surroundings were quiet for a while. No one stood up to exchange the Yuanhua pill with Qin Feng. It wasn't that they didn't want to exchange, but they couldn't take out the items that Qin Feng needed. Qin Feng originally thought that this transaction couldn't be completed, so he planned to leave with Shui Junfei. Unexpectedly, he had just taken 2 steps when an urgent shout came from behind him. Young hero Qin, stop. I have a wood-type cultivation technique, plus 5 million spirit stones, I'll exchange it with you. Qin Feng walked back. The one who spoke was Lin Hao, who had stepped into the peak of 9th Realm Saint King. Qin Feng had some doubts in his heart. Lin Hao's need for the Yuanhua pill definitely exceeded that of some other cultivators. But why didn't this person take out a wood-type spirit root cultivation technique to exchange? Senior Lin, please take out the cultivation technique first and let me see it. Qin Feng was vigilant. He was worried that Lin Hao wasn't trying to play tricks with him, right? Lin Hao smiled, obviously seeing through Qin Feng's thoughts. Young hero Qin, don't worry. This is the soaring dragon chamber of commerce's airship. There can't be robbery or fraud here. If that's the case, young hero Qin can find someone from the Chamber of Commerce to help you uphold justice. Qin Feng suddenly came to a realization. He had almost forgotten about the soaring dragon Chamber of Commerce. In that case, why didn't Senior Lin take out a cultivation technique to exchange with me last time? Not only was Qin Feng puzzled, but the cultivators present were also a little puzzled. Lin Hao was a little embarrassed. He said to Qin Feng, young hero Qin, it's not convenient to talk here. If you trust me, come to my room now. We can trade alone. Brother Qin. Shui Junfei walked over. He was still worried. Qin Feng interrupted him and said, it's okay, Brother Shui. Anyway, the others can't take out the items they need. We're going to leave anyway. Why don't we go to Senior Lin's room and have a look? Seeing that Qin Feng was determined to go, Shui Junfei didn't say anything more. Okay. I'll accompany Brother Qin. The 3 of them left the cabin hall. The group of Saint King Realm cultivators were full of disappointment. But soon, they sat cross-legged in a circle again and began to exchange treasures. On the other hand, Shuepingji looked preoccupied. His old eyes flashed with a few cold lights. No one knew what he was thinking. Qin Feng and Xue Junfei had arrived outside Lin Hao's room. Lin Hao looked at Xue Junfei and said, "Young hero Xue, I'm really sorry. I can't let you in for the time being." Xue Junfei felt that something was wrong. He raised his eyebrows and said, "Senior Lin, there's nothing shameful about your trade with Brother Qin, right? Why can't I go in?" Without waiting for Lin Hao to speak, Qin Feng said, "Brother Xue, you can stay outside." Xue Junfei was very smart. He immediately nodded. "Okay. Brother Qin, if there's anything, just call me. Old Du is busy in August. One update a day. If you have extra time, try to update more. Bookmark for easier reading." Chapter 16:16. Qin Feng and Lin Hao had already walked into the cabin. Lin Hao's cabin was quite close to Square Tower. From this, it could be seen that Lin Hao's faction was not simple. "Young hero Qin, feel free to sit, no need to be so polite." Lin Hao invited Qin Feng to sit and personally poured a cup of tea. Qin Feng was not familiar with Lin Hao, so he got straight to the point and said, "Elder Lin, it's just the two of us now. If you have something to say, just say it." Lin Hao did not act pretentiously. He was actually more anxious than Qin Feng. He wanted to immediately get the soul formation pill and break through to the Buddha's light realm. However, Lin Hao was very careful. He first set up a soundproof formation in the room, then smiled and said, "Young hero Qin, don't worry. This soundproof formation isn't to harm you, but what I'm about to say is a family secret and definitely cannot be leaked." Qin Feng nodded. Actually, the reason why he dared to follow Lin Hao into the room was because he was confident. Even if he couldn't beat Lin Hao, it wouldn't be hard for him to escape from this room. Lin Hao seemed to have made an important decision. He took a deep breath and continued, "Young hero Qin, actually, I'm from the Xianyuan Lin family." After waiting for a while, seeing that Qin Feng did not react, Lin Hao was confused. "Young hero Qin, do you have anything to say?" Qin Feng asked back, "What about the Xianyuan Lin family? This is the first time I've heard of this family." Lin Hao rolled his eyes. He looked at Qin Feng as if he was looking at a monster. He even suspected that this guy was a cultivator from the northern sand continent. If he was, how could he not have heard of the Xianyuan Lin family? One had to know that the Lin family's reputation in the northern sand continent was not inferior to Square Towers. However, Qin Feng's expression did not look like he was faking it, and he had no need to. Lin Hao laughed bitterly and explained patiently, I was being too arrogant. Young hero Qin, the Xianyuan Lin family is a 5-star family. Every disciple in the family is a cultivator with wood spirit roots. The Lin family has a wood spirit root technique that is not passed on to outsiders. It's called the wood spirit technique. This is a heaven-level low-grade technique. This is why I called you here alone. Qin Feng already understood. However, his interest was not just in the wood spirit technique. He became even more interested in the Xianyuan Lin family. Ever since he found out about the existence of spiritual roots, Qin Feng also knew that there were very few cultivators in the North Sand region who possessed spiritual roots. Even many of the Four-Way Tower's disciples didn't have a spirit root. That itinerant alchemy king didn't have one either. The 4 elders of the Red Flower Hall didn't have one either. However, it was hard to understand that the Lin family had been wood-based for generations. Senior Lin, you also have a wood spirit root? Qin Feng asked. Lin Hao's expression changed slightly. The reason why he was surprised that Qin Feng had never heard of the Xianyuan Lin family was because of this. Because every generation of the Lin family had wood spirit roots, this news had been spread by an unknown family disciple a long time ago. In an instant, all the cultivators in the North Sand region were searching for Xianyuan and the Lin family. Their goal was to unravel the mystery of the Lin family having wood spirit roots. All of a sudden, the Lin clan was plunged into a calamity. Later on, the huge Xianyuan Lin clan lived in the North Sands region for more than 10 years, never to be seen again. However, the Lin family did not perish. They merely concealed their identity and went into seclusion. Currently, Lin Hao was a disciple of the Lin family. The reason why he sought out Qin Feng alone was because he was afraid that his identity would be revealed and bring disaster to the Lin family once again. Young hero Qin, I know what you want to ask. However, regarding the mystery of the Lin family's wood spirit roots, even we, the disciples of the later generations, are not clear about it. I'm afraid that only the few ancestors that are still alive know a thing or two. It's also because I urgently need soul transformation pills that I called you over alone and exposed my identity as a disciple of the Lin family. Regardless of whether our transaction today is successful or not, I hope that young hero Qin will not reveal this matter after this. Qin Feng was indeed interested in the mystery of the Lin family's wood spirit roots. However, Lin Hao was clearly unwilling to speak about it. Naturally, Qin Feng would not force him to ask. This kind of matter concerned the fate of the entire clan, so how could it be casually mentioned? Senior Lin, don't worry. I'm also a cultivator with spirit roots. Therefore, I'll help you avoid it. Qin Feng casually lied. Lin Hao heaved a long sigh of relief. Actually, he had guessed that Qin Feng was a wood spirit root cultivator. Otherwise, he would not have used the soul transformation pill to exchange for an earth-type cultivation technique. It was this guess that made Lin Hao steel his heart and seek out Qin Feng alone to chat. He believed that Qin Feng would not be too fascinated by the mystery of the Lin family's wood spirit roots. This is the handwritten copy of the wood spirit art. The contents are exactly the same as the original. Here are 5 million high-grade spirit stones. I wonder if they can be exchanged for this soul transformation pill. Lin Hao was not a pretentious person. He immediately took out an item to show his sincerity. Qin Feng's attitude towards Lin Hao slowly became better. He also generously took out the soul transformation pill and handed it over. Senior Lin, I wish you success in breaking through to the Buddhalite realm. Seeing the soul transformation pill, Lin Hao's eyes stared blankly. He hurriedly put it into his storage ring. Thank you, young hero Qin. If I can successfully break through this time, I'll owe young hero Qin a favor. If there's anything in the future, young hero Qin can look for me. Qin Feng knew that Lin Hao was in a hurry to prepare for his breakthrough. He did not stay in the room for long. He put away the wood spirit art and spirit stones and left the room. Shuaku was still waiting outside the door. Her expression was somewhat anxious. Brother Qin, are you all right? Seeing Qin Feng come out, Shuaku hurriedly went up to him. Qin Feng patted his shoulder and smiled. I'm fine. Let's go to your room. On the way, they chatted. Shuaku found out that Lin Hao did not make things difficult for Qin Feng. The transaction between the two went very smoothly. After returning to the room, Shuaku went into seclusion to stabilize her realm. Qin Feng took out the wood spirit art and began to study it. He now had many different cultivation methods and martial skills. These secret manuals were all of different grades. The high ones were sovereign cultivation methods, and the low ones were profound rank martial skills. So when Qin Feng briefly glanced at the wood spirit art, he knew that Lin Hao did not lie to him. This was indeed a heaven-rank cultivation method. Some of the cultivation methods and qi circulation methods were profound and unique. It was refreshing for Qin Feng. Qin Feng quickly flipped through it. Unknowingly, the qi in his body began to circulate on its own. He actually began to cultivate the wood spirit art. What's going on? Qin Feng was so shocked that he threw away the wood spirit art. This was a cultivation method that only cultivators with wood spirit roots could cultivate. How could he cultivate it? Could it be that Lin Hao was lying? Master, maybe Lin Hao did not lie to you. It's because of your body. Xiuzhu's voice sounded. Qin Feng was even more confused. What's going on with my body? I can absorb thunder essence and transform it into spirit power. I can also cultivate a wood spirit root cultivation method. Then what kind of spirit root do I have? Xiuzhu immediately pouted and shook his sex pouch like a rattle drum. Master, don't ask me. I don't know your situation either. Qin Feng felt depressed. He suspected that he had spirit roots. It seemed that he had more than one type of spirit root. Remember the website. Sandwich Chinese Network. Chapter 16-17. Although he could cultivate the wood spirit technique, Qin Feng did not delve into it. Now that he had the creation of heaven and earth skill, he was not interested in other skills. Just as Qin Feng put away the wood spirit technique, there was a sound from the cabin door. A familiar voice said, "Young hero Qin, are you inside?" Qin Feng recognized the man's voice. It was the cultivator who had traded his first energy transfer pill not long ago. Qin Feng was surprised. Why was this person here again? He opened the cabin door and saw the cultivator standing outside. Are you looking for me? The man looked around vigilantly. After confirming that there was no one nearby, he said, "Young hero Qin, I'm Zhong Kuei, an independent cultivator. Can we talk inside?" Zhong Kuei was only a level 2 holy king. Qin Feng was not afraid of him playing tricks, so he invited him inside. "Young hero Qin, I hope you don't mind my sudden visit. I'm very grateful that I was able to trade an energy transfer pill from you. Also, I can see that you're very interested in the Blood Moon Stone, so there's something I have to tell you." Qin Feng was stunned. "Oh. What's the matter, brother Zhong? Just say it." Zhong Kuei took a deep breath and seemed to be organizing his words. After a while, he said, "Young hero Qin, I obtained that Blood Moon Stone by chance in an ancient martial relic on the outskirts of North Sand City 3 years ago. At that time, I only entered the outer circle of the ancient martial relic. The relic was protected by a formation, so I couldn't break through it with my realm. I thought that since there was a Blood Moon Stone in the outer circle of the relic, there must be more in the cave, or even better treasures. This is the map of the ancient martial relic. I also found these 2 jade tablets in the outer circle of the relic. I'm giving them to you now. You can take a look when you have time." Zhong Kuei took out a cowhide map and 2 jade tablets as he spoke. The jade tablets were the size of a palm and had a very strange shape. Even the material was not ordinary jade. Qin Feng did not know what it was made of. Qin Feng touched the groove pattern on the jade tablet. He could feel that the jade tablet exuded an ancient aura. It seemed that the ancient martial relic in North Sand City had been around for a long time. "Brother Zhong, why don't you keep these for yourself? You must know that ancient martial relics are very difficult to find. It's a treasure land that cultivators fight over," Qin Feng said doubtfully. Zhong Kuei smiled bitterly. "Young hero Qin, I also want to obtain the ancient martial ruins, but as you can see, I'm only a second-level Holy King realm cultivator, and my aptitude is very ordinary. I'll thank the heavens if I can reach the first change of Buddha Aura realm in this lifetime. If I wait until I have the strength to search for the ancient martial ruins, I'm afraid it'll be discovered by others long ago. In that case, I might as well give it to young hero Qin." Although Qin Feng had only displayed the strength of a first-stage Saint King after boarding the flying ship, he was still a Saint King. However, Zhong Kuei could tell that this was not Qin Feng's true realm. Which first-stage Saint King cultivator could casually take out an origin transforming pill? Furthermore, during the exchange, when Zhang Zheng, a sixth-stage Saint King, had pointed his sword at Qin Feng, Zhong Kuei had not seen the slightest trace of fear in Qin Feng's eyes. In fact, there had even been a hint of playfulness in his eyes. Qin Feng didn't know that Zhong Kuei had observed him so carefully, so he didn't argue anymore. He put away the map and the 2 jade tablets, took out 2 jade bottles, and handed them to Zhong Kuei. Young hero Qin, this is. Zhong Kuei was confused. Qin Feng smiled and said, open them one by one and you will know. Zhong Kuei opened the 2 jade bottles and was immediately stunned by the elixirs inside. This is the Golden Soul Pill and the Golden Soul Pill. How can this be? Zhong Kuei was dumbfounded. The Golden Soul Pill was the best elixir for a second-stage Saint King to break through to third-stage Saint King, while the Golden Soul Pill was a supplementary elixir for a third-stage to fourth-stage Saint King. When he saw Qin Feng take out the origin transforming pills, he had already guessed that Qin Feng was very rich, but he didn't expect him to be this rich. Facing these elixirs, Qin Feng didn't seem to care at all. Brother Zhong, please accept them. Actually, I am an alchemist, and these elixirs are already useless to me. Why don't I give them to you? I believe that they will help you break through to fourth stage Saint King quickly. Zhong Kuei felt like he was dreaming. With his aptitude, who knew how many years it would take for him to step into fourth stage Saint King? But with these 2 bottles of elixirs, he was confident that he could step into fourth stage Saint King within a year. Young hero Qin, then I won't stand on ceremony. These elixirs are indeed of great help to me. Zhong Kuei accepted the jade bottles and thanked Qin Feng several times. At this time, Xue Junfei came out from his seclusion. Zhong Kuei greeted him and left. He was merely a second-stage Saint King, but he had exchanged for an origin-transforming pill. Now, who knew how many eyes were on him? He planned to hide in his room and cultivate in seclusion while the flying ship was in the air. Xue Junfei casually asked Zhong Kuei's purpose for coming, and Qin Feng mentioned the ancient martial ruins. Xue Junfei didn't ask about the location of the ruins, which made Qin Feng very satisfied. Brother Qin, there is an alchemist exchange tonight. Should we go and take a look? Xue Junfei suddenly became spirited. Oh. Isn't the alchemist exchange only open to alchemists? You are also an alchemist. Qin Feng was a little surprised. Xue Junfei scratched his head awkwardly and said, Brother Qin, you must be joking. If only I was an alchemist. Tonight's alchemist exchange is different from the Saint King exchange. There are no restrictions on the identity of the cultivators attending. However, only alchemists are allowed to enter the main venue. Ordinary cultivators like us can only listen to them discuss alchemy. Everyone knew. Alchemists were extremely rare in the Divine Supreme Continent, and alchemy was one of the indispensable cultivation resources for cultivators. Therefore, the alchemist exchange attracted a large number of cultivators during the treasure hunting trip to the Fallen God Sea every year. Originally, Qin Feng didn't want to participate in the alchemist exchange, mainly because he was afraid of being recognized. However, seeing Xue Junfei's expectant look, Qin Feng didn't want to spoil his mood. Moreover, Qin Feng also had a plan. He wouldn't go to the main venue as an alchemist. He would only listen to the discussion with Xue Junfei outside the venue. This way, he wouldn't be recognized by the people from the 4 major pill workshops. The 2 of them had already rushed to the venue. Before they even got close, they could see that the deck in front of them was filled with people. There was a dense mass of hundreds of people. Everyone was gathered on the surrounding high platforms. In the middle of the crowd, there was a low and spacious area. There were many disciples from various sects sitting around the area. The disciples from the 4 major pill workshops were sitting in the main seats, while the disciples from other alchemy sects and clans were arranged in rows. The genius disciples from the 4 major pill workshops are all gathered here. This is a rare sight. I admire the big senior brother of the Square Tower, Su Baijin. He became a level 5 tier 6 golden pill refiner at the age of 40. Most importantly, he's amiable and doesn't put on airs. I've even asked him to refine pills before. Speaking of the Square Tower, Su Ru is the most talented in alchemy. She's already a level 7 tier 6 golden pill refiner in her early 30s. She's practically the #1 alchemy genius in the Northern Sand Continent. Chapter 16-18. The gathering had yet to officially begin, but the surrounding cultivators were already in a frenzy. After Xue Junfei joined the crowd, he became very lively and chatted non-stop with Qin Feng. Hero Qin, which pill refiner do you admire more? Among the 4 pill refiners in the Northern Sand Continent, I personally prefer the Square Tower because the quality and pill refinement standards of the pill refiners here are very high. Compared to the other pill refiners here, I admire Elder Su more. Rumor has it that he is a level 3 tier 7 pill king, a level higher than Su Baijin and Su Ru'er. And among the younger generation in the Northern Sand Continent, Su Ru'er has the highest talent in pill refinement. However, she is only a golden pill master and is unable to break through to become an pill king. That's right, I also admire the #1 pill king Elder Xing of the itinerant cultivator world. As an itinerant cultivator, without the support and nurturing of a large family clan or sect, he was able to step into the ranks of the alchemy king. This was an unbelievable thing. However, Elder Xing is an upright person and would not come to the fallen god sea to search for treasures. Xue Junfei mentioned many familiar names to Qin Feng, especially Elder Su and Xing Sanfang. Qin Feng respected both of them. I heard that Elder Su took in a 3rd disciple some time ago. Why didn't I see him among the pill refiners of the Square Tower? Someone asked. This news exploded in the crowd like a bomb. What? Elder Su took in a new disciple? He hasn't taken in a new disciple for more than a decade. What's that disciple's name? What does he look like? What level of alchemist is he now? Don't ask me, I only heard it from others. As for the details of that disciple, I'm also very curious. Not many people knew that Qin Feng had gone to the Pill City to take the Golden Pill Refiner examination. Even fewer people knew that he had used the Purple Serene Flame at the Pill Gathering and had been taken in as a disciple by Elder Su. It was unknown how the news had spread, but many of the spectating cultivators had heard about it. When Qin Feng heard everyone talking about him, he was somewhat worried that he would be recognized. However, after a while, Qin Feng realized that his worries were completely unnecessary. Although many people were talking about his identity and some basic information, no one could recognize him. These cultivators had only heard some rumors. Perhaps only the disciples who had taken the examination at the Pill Gathering would be able to recognize Qin Feng. After discussing for a while, there was finally some movement in the field below. At this moment, the disciples of all the major alchemy sects and clans had gathered at the main venue. It was as if they were at the Mount Hua Sword Tournament. This was because the people who ventured to the fallen god sea to search for treasures were all of the younger generation, and even the oldest pill refiner gathered at the main venue was less than 60 years old. As a result, Su Baijin and Su Ru'er's positions became the highest. Fellow Taoists, the various pill shops, sects, and individual forces have gathered here today to exchange our insights in pill refinement and improve together. Now, the pill refiner exchange will officially begin. Fellow Taoists, please calm down. Su Baizhen went up on stage as the representative to speak. The noisy environment immediately quietened down. Even though there were many cultivators with high cultivation realms among the spectators, no one could compare to Su Baizhen in terms of alchemy. Putting aside Su Baizhen, even a random alchemist was not someone that these ordinary cultivators could compare with. There are two main events in today's alchemist exchange meet. The first is the exchange of alchemy pills, and the second is to ask any questions. Now, let's begin the medicinal pill exchange segment. As soon as Su Baizhen finished speaking, thunderous applause came from outside the venue. However, as if everyone had agreed on it, the applause did not last for long. Soon, the deck quietened down again. At this moment, a young man in white jumped onto the stage and pointed at the jade bottle in his hand. Fellow Taoists, I am a rogue alchemist, Yu Hui. Currently, I am a Tier 3 spirit pill refiner. I am holding a bottle of golden sage pills in my hand. It can help cultivators at the peak of Immortal Chi stage break through to the Saint King stage. The cultivators who came to the fallen god sea to search for treasures were of varying strength. They ranged from the Immortal Chi stage to the Spirit Detecting stage, and most of them were Immortal Chi stage and Saint King stage cultivators. Therefore, when the golden sage pills were displayed, many cultivators screamed. This kind of pill was precious in the eyes of ordinary cultivators, but it was clearly not qualified to be used in the pill refiner exchange meet. Soon, a woman in black arrived on the stage riding on the wind. After going on stage, she looked at Yu Hui with disdain. Then, she stretched out her slender hand, and a golden pill shone brightly in her palm. What a strong pill fragrance! What pill is this? I know that woman. She is Axian Chinchue, a disciple of Snowfield City's Axian family. The Axian family is an alchemy clan, and there are many alchemy geniuses in the family. It is said that Axian Chinchue is a golden pill refiner who is only 30 years old. It is really enviable, that is a bottle of golden jade pills. It can help cultivators at the Saint King stage break through to the second stage. Someone mentioned the pill in Axian Chinchue's hand, and the crowd screamed again. Axian Chinchue enjoyed the feeling of being the center of attention. However, she did not stand there for long. Another man in gray stepped onto the stage. Ha! It is just a bottle of golden jade pills. There is nothing special about it. Look at the pill I brought. The man opened the jade bottle. It was a golden soul pill. This was a pill that could help cultivators break through to the third stage of the Saint King stage. The cheers of the cultivators were getting louder and louder. They saw the grade of the pills being raised again and again. If this continued, wouldn't king pills appear in the end? New alchemists went on stage continuously, and they took out even more dazzling pills. However, these alchemists were short-lived. There would always be more powerful pills appearing. At this moment, the person standing on the stage was the representative of the Spirit Elixir Association, one of the 4 major elixir workshops. The man who went on stage was not Feng Huasher. He was much older than Feng Huasher, and he took out a golden spirit pill. Brother Qin, that is the young elder of the Spirit Elixir Association, Feng Qitian. It is said that he is a Tier 6 golden elixir master. I did not expect him to take out a golden spirit pill. However, it does not seem to be as good as the golden spirit pill that Brother Qin gave me. Although Feng Qitian's alchemy level was higher than Su Baizhen's, he was already over 50 years old. In terms of seniority, he was 1 level higher than Su Baizhen and Feng Huasher. The moment the golden spirit pill appeared, the crowd became unprecedentedly lively. This was an elixir that could help a Saint King break through from the 5th stage to the 6th stage. When Qin Feng saw everyone's reaction, he realized what it meant for him to take out an essence transformation pill at the Saint King exchange not long ago. The Golden Spirit pill was only a Tier 5 golden pill, while the essence transformation pill was a Tier 2 king pill. The difference between the two was like heaven and earth. After the Golden Spirit pill appeared, many alchemists from various sects and clans lowered their heads. A Golden Spirit pill of this quality was considered rare. Among the alchemists present, only a few could refine it. Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1619. Most of the pills that these pill refiners took out were refined by themselves. This was because the alchemist exchange mainly focused on the pill refinement level of an individual. If everyone took out some top-grade pills given by their sects or clans, then it would be a competition of who had the strongest backing, which would be completely meaningless. As such, a level 5 grade 6 golden spirit pill was already of a high grade. After all, most of the participants were young pill refiners. There were no pill kings among these pill refiners, and there were not many golden pill refiners. Most of them were spirit pill refiners. Seeing that no one else went up the stage for a long time, the spectating cultivators started to discuss fervently. Senior Feng Qitian is indeed from the 4 great pill workshops. The moment he went up the stage, he shocked the crowd for so long. I'm afraid that no one else can take out a better pill than him. Senior Feng is a level 6 grade 6 golden pill refiner. Even Square Tower's Su Baizhen is not in the same generation as him. This person is just taking advantage of his seniority. There's no way to compete with him. It's not completely hopeless. Rumor has it that Square Tower's senior sister Su Ruer is already a level 7 grade 6 golden pill refiner. It's just that no one has seen her refine pills before, so no one knows if it's true. Many people's gazes landed on Su Ruer. She wore a white muslin dress that fluttered in the wind. Standing at the side, she looked like a fairy that could be blown away by the wind. Ruer, can you do it? Su Baizhen was also looking at her. Su Ruer had a proud expression on her face. Even in front of Su Baizhen, she maintained a trace of coldness. Suddenly, a cool breeze blew. Su Ruer's white dress fluttered as she landed on the stage like a fairy descending to the mortal world. The spectating cultivators exclaimed in surprise. While they were mesmerized by Su Ruer's beauty, they realized that this woman was actually a cultivation expert. The speed at which she went up the stage and her light steps were definitely not something an ordinary person could achieve. Hee hee. So it's Square Tower's Su Ruer. I wonder what pill you brought this time. Seeing Su Ruer go up the stage, Spiritual Pill Association's Feng Qitian had a bright smile on his face. However, his heart turned cold. He was really afraid that Su Ruer would take out a better pill than him. Su Ruer did not even look at Feng Qitian. Feng Qitian was 1 generation higher than her, so it was clear that this woman had an arrogance in her bones. It could even be said that there were no cultivators that could catch her eye. Su Ruer did not waste any time. With a shake of her jade-like hand, she took out an exquisite jade bottle from her storage ring. When the bottle was opened, the fragrance of pills filled the air. This is a bottle of golden yuan pills. All late-stage Saint King realm cultivators can take them. The effect is excellent. Su Ruer's words were simple, but they caused a huge commotion outside the arena. It's actually a golden elemental pill. This is a level 8 grade 6 golden core. As long as a level 7 to level 9 Holy King cultivator uses it, they will be able to break through quickly. With the appearance of the Gold Origin pill, Senior Feng Qitian's Gold Origin pill is not even worth mentioning. It looks like the 4-way tower has stolen the limelight in this alchemist exchange. The 4-way tower is indeed the #1 pill store in the North Sand region. The disciples of the sect are all geniuses. Everyone began to praise Su Ru. Who wouldn't like such a young, beautiful, and talented girl? However, Su Ru gave off a cold and arrogant feeling, giving off a feeling that she was not worthy of her. Su Bai was stunned on the spot. When he saw the gold origin pill, he realized something shocking. Su Ru was only 30 years old, but she had already become a level 8 grade 6 golden core refiner. She was one step closer to becoming an elixir king. Humph. Seeing that the limelight had been stolen, Feng Qitian glared at Su Ru coldly, snorted, and jumped off the stage. Su Ru did not even bother to look at him. She swept her emotionless gaze across the many alchemists in the main arena and said, "Is there anyone else who wants to compete with me?" Her tone was very calm, but it exuded a powerful aura. She was even more domineering than a man. Xue Junfei was infatuated with her, but when he came back to his senses, he shook his head and sighed. Su Ru is the goddess in the hearts of most male cultivators in the North Sand region. It's just that she is too outstanding, making people feel ashamed of themselves. Qin Feng rolled his eyes. He felt that Su Ru was too arrogant. It was true that she had some strength, but her cold and arrogant attitude made people feel uncomfortable. Moreover, this woman was not that powerful. At the very least, he had defeated her once and snatched her first place on the red flower list. Xue Junfei saw that Qin Feng kept staring at Su Ru, so he clearly misunderstood Qin Feng's intentions. He smiled evilly and said, "Brother Qin, have you also taken a fancy to Su Ru? But with your temperament and charm, you might really be able to win the goddess' heart." Qin Feng hurriedly interrupted him and said, "Forget it. Whoever marries that woman will be depressed to death by looking at her cold face every day." Xue Junfei looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. He thought to himself that in the entire North Sand region, only Brother Qin would dare to say such words. The alchemist hall was silent for a long time. Under the pressure of the level 8 6th grade gold elemental pill, no one dared to go up the stage. Su Ru's alluring lips curled up, and a proud smile flashed past her face. Just as she was about to get off the stage, she saw a black figure rush up the stage like a hurricane. "Lu Hui. What do you mean by this?" Su Ru instantly felt as if she had been slapped in the face. She looked coldly at the man who had landed in front of her. The man on the stage was Lu Hui from the Treasure Pill Pavilion. He was only a level 3 6th grade gold elemental pill master, so he was no match for Su Ru. But he had come up the stage at this time, so he was clearly prepared. Lu Hui had a wretched look in his eyes as he sized up Su Ru. This person was famous for his lust. Back when Zhuo Xiaoya had asked him to refine pills for her, he had even wanted to take her for himself. When Su Ru saw Lu Hui's evil gaze, her expression became even colder. "Take out whatever pills you have. If you dare to look at me again, I'll dig your eyes out." Lu Hui felt a wave of killing intent approaching him, and his entire body trembled. He was only a first-grade Saint King, so he was clearly no match for Su Ru. Humph. Since I'm going up the stage, I naturally have pills to suppress you. Don't be too arrogant now, or you'll be a laughing stock when you get slapped in the face later. Lu Hui retracted his gaze, not giving Su Ru any face. Each of them represented a large pill store, and the two sects were always in conflict with each other. A battle like this was normal. Su Ru did not speak anymore, and she did not even bother to look at Lu Hui. She was very clear about Lu Hui's alchemy skills. Su Ru did not believe that this guy could take out a pill that could suppress the gold elemental pill. Lu Hui did not waste any more time. He carefully took out a jade bottle and poured out a gray pill. What kind of pill is this? This is the first time I've seen it. It's obviously not one of the great pills that Saint King Realm cultivators need. Also, looking at the color of this pill, why does it look so crude? How can he take out such a pill? How can it compare to Su-Ru's gold elemental pill? The crowd was in a heated discussion. Most of them were not optimistic about Lu Hui's chances. Chapter 1620. Su-Ru glanced at the elixir in Lu Hui's hand, and a look of confusion flashed across her beautiful eyes. She actually did not recognize what elixir it was. Mobile phones are the most user-friendly, ad-free site. At this moment, Su Baizhen, who was standing below the elixir meet venue, was also frowning. The Four Square Towers disciples were surrounding him and questioning him. Senior apprentice Brother White Real, what kind of medicinal pill did Lu Hui take out? Why haven't I seen him before? No matter what kind of elixir it is, it definitely won't surpass Senior Sister Ru's Golden Essence elixir. Su Baizhen did not answer. He could not answer the questions of his junior brothers and sisters. At this moment, Lu Hui spoke. When he spoke, he used his breath, and his voice was clearly transmitted into everyone's ears. Everyone, I am the representative of the Treasure Pill Pavilion, Lu Hui, and I have brought you a rare divine pill today. As soon as the word divine pill was mentioned, everyone burst into a commotion. How long had it been since a divine pill had appeared in the divine continent? Even an immortal pill had not been seen in 100 years. Was Lu Hui exaggerating? Seeing the excited crowd, Lu Hui was very satisfied. She continued, I believe most of the cultivators here have never seen this pill in my hand. This is an earth spirit pill. It can give cultivators without spirit roots a chance to develop earth spirit roots. The earth spirit root was one of the 5 main spirit roots. Although it was slightly inferior to the metal, wood, water and fire spirit roots, it was still a kind of spirit root. When they found out what the elixir Lu Hui had taken out meant, the entire crowd went into an uproar. Is that an earth spirit pill? How could you possibly refine an earth spirit pill? Su-Ru's expression changed drastically. Her usually cold and arrogant demeanor crumbled at this moment. Lu Hui's face was full of pride as she laughed and said, Su-Ru, why can't I refine an earth spirit pill? This earth spirit pill was personally refined by me. Oh right, everyone says that you are the most outstanding alchemy genius in the Northern Sand Continent. Can you concoct an earth spirit pill? Su-Ru was stumped by the question and could not refute it. She really couldn't concoct an earth spirit pill. It wasn't that the earth spirit pill's grade was very high. In fact, this kind of pill didn't even have a clear division of pill grades. It was a type of pill without grades. The reason why he couldn't concoct it was because the recipe for the earth spirit pill had long been lost. Where did Lu Hui get it from? Earth spirit pill. Was it really an earth spirit pill? It said that the last time this pill appeared was 30 years ago. I didn't expect it to appear again. Alchemist Lu, does your treasure pill pavilion possess the pill formula for the earth spirit pill? Are there any earth spirit pills for sale in the Northern Sands region? I want to buy it. If the earth spirit pill could be mass-produced, wouldn't we all have spirit roots? Although it's the worst earth spirit root, it's still better than nothing. The appearance of the earth spiritual root sent the crowd into a frenzy. Many cultivators nearly rushed up to the high platform to snatch it. Qin Feng was shocked by this scene. He had previously underestimated the rarity of the origin transformation pill, and now he realized that he had underestimated the preciousness of the spirit surge pill. An earth spirit pill could turn these cultivators into such a state. If everyone knew that he had the recipe for the spirit surge pill, wouldn't he be captured in an instant? Brother Qin, it's actually an earth spirit pill. This time Treasure Pill House is going to become famous. Shui Junfei, like the other cultivators, did not stop screaming. Qin Feng rubbed his ears. He felt like his eardrums were about to burst. He complained, "It's just an earth spirit pill. I wouldn't even want it if you gave it to me." Shui Junfei was stunned. He looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. If someone else said this, Shui Junfei would definitely think that they were bragging. But after seeing Qin Feng's extravagance, Shui Junfei did not think so. "Brother Qin, you also have an earth spirit pill." Shui Junfei could not remain calm. Qin Feng looked at him in confusion. He asked, "Brother Shui, don't you have a wind spirit root? Why do you care about an earth spirit root?" Wind spirit root was obviously better than earth spirit root. Whether it was the cultivation method or martial skill, it was better than earth spirit root. Shui Junfei also looked at Qin Feng in confusion. "Brother Qin, it's true that I have a wind spirit root. But that doesn't affect my earth spirit root." Qin Feng was stunned. This was the first time he heard that a cultivator could have 2 or more spirit roots. In the next second, Qin Feng's eyes lit up. He remembered that all the grooves on the testing stone were lit up. Could it be that he had an all-element spirit root? At this time, Lu Hui's proud laughter came from the high platform. "Ha! Su Ru'er, although my earth spirit pill has not been graded, it definitely surpasses Golden Core. It can at least be listed as an emperor pill. Are you convinced now?" Lu Hui had a smug look on her face. Su Ru'er stood to the side with a cold expression. Although Lu Hui's words were a bit exaggerated, the earth spirit pill was not at the level of an emperor pill. But he had to admit that this pill's medicinal properties were very special. At the very least, it could be ranked among the top Golden Core pills. Although Su Ru'er was arrogant, she was a person who could accept defeat. She did not even look at Lu Hui. She flew off the high platform. Immediately, the Treasure Pill Pavilion's disciples cheered as if they had won a battle. No one else went up to the high platform to compete with Lu Hui. Unless someone could take out a real Emperor Pill, they would not be able to compete with Lu Hui's Earth Spirit Pill. Haha. Since there are no more fellow Taoists coming up to compete, I'll be going down. Lu Hui was so happy that he could not close his mouth. He had been in the limelight today. He had even made the Treasure Pill Pavilion even more famous. When he returned, he would definitely be rewarded by the Grand Elders. Before he could get off the platform, Su Baijian's voice suddenly sounded, "Lu Hui, you are only a Tier 3 6th grade golden pill refiner. How did you manage to refine an Earth Spirit pill? I suspect that you did not personally refine this pill. You must have obtained it by chance, or perhaps it was a gift from a senior of the Treasure Pill Pavilion." Lu Hui's face immediately darkened when he heard Su Baijian's question. Even though there were no clear rules in this alchemist exchange, everyone was competing with pills that they had personally refined. If Lu Hui really took out someone else's pill, it would be very embarrassing. "Su Baijian, don't slander me. Of course I refined this Earth Spirit pill myself. Could it be that your 4-way tower lost this alchemy competition and is trying to frame me?" Lu Hui immediately retorted. Su Baijian did not mind his words. He continued, "The Earth Spirit pill's pill formula has been lost for a long time. The refining process is also very complicated. As a Tier 3 6th grade golden pill refiner, it is really hard to believe that you could refine such a pill. Why don't you refine a cauldron of Earth Spirit pill on the spot to prove your innocence?" A hint of panic flashed across Lu Hui's eyes. How could he know how to refine an Earth Spirit pill? The one in his hand was something that he had unintentionally found in an ancient martial ruin. Hearing Su Baijian's words, the surrounding cultivators became excited. The Earth Spirit pill was extremely precious and had even been lost for a long time. If Lu Hui could really refine it on the spot, it would mean that the pill formula for this pill had once again appeared in the world. Wouldn't everyone be able to break through to the Earth Spirit root? Chapter 1621. Lu Hui pretended to be cold and arrogant as he said, "Humph. The Earth Spirit pill is extremely precious. How can it be refined in public? If your four-way tower takes the opportunity to study my pill formula, wouldn't our treasure pill tower suffer a huge loss?" The agitated crowd sighed. It looked like it was impossible to watch the Earth Spirit pill being refined in public. Many cultivators even started to suspect if the Earth Spirit pill was refined by Lu Hui personally. One had to know that any pill formula was very profound and complicated. It had strict requirements on the control of the fire and the order in which the herbs were refined. Even if Lu Hui refined the pill on the spot, no one would be able to see through the pill formula. Even ordinary cultivators could see through the problem, so Su Baizhen naturally understood it even better. However, Lu Hui insisted that he was the one who refined the Earth Spirit pill, so Su Baizhen could do nothing about it. Haha. Looks like no one dares to challenge me. I'll be going down then. Lu Hui felt a little guilty and couldn't wait to get off the stage. Su Baizhen shook his head and sighed. Suddenly, he saw Qin Feng's figure under a pole. "Junior brother Qin Feng, you're here too. Why aren't you at the venue?" Su Baizhen shouted in surprise. The surrounding cultivators suddenly quietened down and looked in the direction of Su Baizhen's gaze. Qin Feng felt a little depressed. He had intentionally hidden among the spectator stands, but he had still been discovered. Xue Junfei jumped in fright and looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. "Brother Qin, you know Four-Way Tower's senior Su Baizhen." Qin Feng shook his head with a bitter smile and didn't explain further. Since Su Baizhen had taken the initiative to call out to him, he couldn't pretend that he didn't see him. He flew to the main venue. Who is that kid? He looks so young and his cultivation base is very ordinary. Su Baizhen actually took the initiative to greet him. "I know. That young hero can't be Elder Su's new disciple, right? According to his age, he should be in his early 20s. I heard that Elder Su's new disciple is also an alchemy genius. Not long ago, he passed the examination to become a Grade 3, Grade 6 golden pill refiner. He's only in his 20s. If he continues to develop, won't he surpass Su Ruer's current achievements?" Qin Feng wanted to keep a low profile, but he accidentally became the center of attention again. Lu Hui suddenly froze on the high platform. When he saw Qin Feng, his expression was incomparably sinister. He looked like he wanted to skin Qin Feng alive. "Senior brother White Real, senior sister Ruer." Qin Feng greeted them. Su Ruer was as cold as ever and simply nodded at Qin Feng in response. On the other hand, Su Baizhen was very enthusiastic and chatted with Qin Feng for a while. "That's right, junior brother Qin Feng. Do you have any medicinal pills that can defeat Lu Hui?" Su Baizhen suddenly brought the topic back to business. Actually, after asking this question, Su Bai didn't have much hope in his heart. He had gone through the Elixir Association's assessment with Qin Fen and knew that Qin Fen was only a Class 3 Level 6 Golden Elixir Master. Even if Qin Feng had refined the most difficult consciousness pill, he would at most be at the level of a Rank 4 or Rank 6 Golden Pill Master. How could he compete with the Earth Spirit pill? There's no need for him to go up, lest he embarrasses himself. Our Four Quarters Tower admits defeat this year. Who could have thought that Lu Hui would be so shameless as to use a pill forged by someone else to compete? Before Qin Feng could say anything, Su Ruer said coldly. This woman wasn't intentionally looking down on Qin Feng. It was just that she was naturally arrogant and straightforward. She would say whatever was on her mind. Su Baizhen had an awkward expression on his face. Even though he knew that asking Qin Feng to go up was useless, he wouldn't say it out loud. Qin Feng rolled his eyes. Even though he knew that Su Ru'er had no ill intentions, he was still dissatisfied with her cold and arrogant attitude. However, at this moment, Lu Hui's laughter came from the high platform. Ha! Qin Feng, do you want to compete in alchemy or not? If you don't dare, just say it. Don't waste my time. Previously, during the Elixir Association's assessment, Lu Hui was ruthlessly slapped in the face by Qin Feng and even caused him to fail the alchemist assessment. Now that she finally had a chance to vent her anger, Lu Hui was laughing so hard that her intestines were about to burst out. Qin Feng originally didn't want to participate in this alchemist exchange, but who would have thought that someone would extend their face for him to slap? Moreover, he was now Elder Su's disciple and could be considered half a disciple of the Four Quarters Tower. Moreover, he had a feud with the Treasure Pill Tower. How could he allow the people of the Treasure Pill Tower to be so arrogant? Swoosh! Qin Feng leaped up and landed on the high platform in the blink of an eye. The crowd exclaimed. Everyone was already very interested in Qin Feng's alchemy skills. It seemed like there was going to be a big show to watch. Lu Hui was stunned. She really didn't expect Qin Feng to dare to go on the stage. However, he quickly regained his senses. His eyes were filled with playfulness. He was very clear about Qin Feng's alchemy skills. At most, he was a level 4 or 6 golden pill master. Su Baizhen and Su Ru'er had already been defeated. What could a mere Qin Feng do? Since you are so eager to be slapped in the face, I'll fulfill your wish. Qin Feng's voice was calm, as though he was stating a fact. Lu Hui couldn't stop laughing. Ha! You really don't know the immensity of heaven and earth. What do you have to win against me? Can you refine an earth spirit pill? Or can you refine a king pill? Qin Feng went on the stage without another word. Su Baizhen and Su Ru'er didn't even have time to react. The two of them were filled with worry. They didn't think too highly of Qin Feng. King pill. What kind of joke is this? That guy is only in his early 20s. It's impossible for him to refine a king pill. He also can't refine an earth spirit pill. That's a pill recipe that has been lost for a long time. How can anyone have it? From the looks of it, the Square Tower is still going to lose. Moreover, it's going to be a more embarrassing defeat. The crowd on the spectator stand started to discuss fervently. Most of them didn't think highly of Qin Feng. However, a glint flashed across Xue Junfei's eyes. He had a feeling that Qin Feng would surprise everyone. Qin Feng didn't care about the discussions of the crowd. He also didn't care about the arrogant Lu Hui. He was thinking about what elixir he should use to defeat Lu Hui. Actually, he had many choices. The best one was to refine the Spirit Surge elixir. The Spirit Surge elixir could also allow cultivators without spiritual roots to produce spiritual roots. However, they could produce spiritual roots at will. If they were lucky, they could even produce heaven-defying mutated spiritual roots. This kind of elixir completely surpassed the Earth Spirit Pill. However, Qin Feng quickly rejected the Spirit Surge elixir. This elixir was too heaven-defying. He was afraid that he wouldn't be able to survive in the northern sand continent after refining it. Therefore, he chose the Elemental Transformation elixir. This was a Class 2, Grade 7 King Pill. Qin Feng had helped Yan Xianhai to refine it before. Moreover, although this King Pill was precious, it was sold in the main stores of the various pill stores. It wasn't too exaggerated. Brat, stop wasting time. If you can't produce the elixir, get off the stage. Lu Hui was getting impatient. She was starting to suspect that Chin Fong was just fooling around. You're tuning into the LoveLore Library YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.